everybody, and welcome to Join the Anarchy, the interactive and improvised Shadowrun Anarchy actual play here on the Shadowcasters Network. And tonight, it's episode 27. Maybe the last episode. No, I don't know.
Episode TPK.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? All we know is that major shit is about to go down, so we will
I'm pumped for
it.
tonight. It's gonna be big.
So pumped.
Yeah.
It's gonna matter.
It's gonna matter. And honestly, like, gloves are off. Like, I have no idea. Now, mind you, so about us, you know, we're an improvised trap speak, upstaging everybody.
Yeah.
So Join the Anarchy.
Pay attention to me.
Okay. We're an improvised actual play, so we have no idea what's gonna happen. All I know is what's happened before. Damn you!
You're such a turd. I'm taking your camera away.
No more Kamla privileges for a month.
I need to move you to a different seat. Okay, now we are keeping our edge. Edge carries over from our previous session.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, I have 5.
I have 4.
Yeah.
And no plot
I have
points.
4 and 1 plot point.
I think I had just 1 or 2 plot points left. I'll give myself 1 because I do not recall.
We're low on plot points. But anyway, so we're playing Shadowrun Anarchy, for those of you who do not know, and that is our that is the more narrative version, sort of light version of Shadowrun, the tabletop RPG. Oh, thanks, Nick. Already defeating the stream boss.
Wow!
Yeah.
Everyone get a point of edge. Every time the stream boss
thanks.
is defeated, ladies and gentlemen,
Nick,
we all get a point of edge. And that edge
know
can
what?
be used for rerolls.
not too upset that you weren't in prison now.
I think
And
it was all
also-
a disappointment for all of us because we had, dude, if we could record those behind the scenes.
It was so
chats.
funny. We were like, bro, that man murdered
We're
somebody.
definitely less
Absolutely.
funny than we think we are.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure. 'Cause you're like,
I'm
this
already-
is so funny.
One bit is 2
I
cigarettes.
scraped on apparel.
Damn, what kind of bracket do you run?
Yikes.
Damn.
So we are, so in addition to assisting us by defeating the stream boss, and basically supporting our channel to do all the lovely things that we like to do, we are also taking your suggestions in chat every time that you make a oh geez, more edge.
Cool.
Thank you, Cole.
It's cool.
Cole, I said buy me a plane
Thank you,
ticket,
holy
but
crap.
this is a bit soon, don't you think?
I'd like to exchange my 6 edge for a plane ticket.
So let's okay, back on track. And thank you for the sub, great man.
Suggestions.
Yes. Every time that we take one of your suggestions in chat, we get a plot point, which helps us in the game do all kinds of fun stuff, such as glitch dice, which we need to use more of, I think, especially this session.
I did use one and it royally fucked me.
Yeah,
so.
it was great.
To be fair,
Uh-huh.
that was your choice.
To be fair, would you...
Okay. Thank you, Cool. We're getting a
We
lot
are
of
really funny. We're getting all these bits for just this
Our
is
edge,
okay.
is that
All right, here's the thing.
another edge?
All right, we are going to keep things going here, and I will thank you guys in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. You're too
Okay.
generous, you fabulous
Can we get
humans.
another edge,
Yeah,
though?
I did not know that was the word you were
no
going
more
to
edge
use.
yet. No edge yet. We've only okay. So yes, and every time that we take your suggestion, you also get a raffle ticket, which is good for $25 in drive-through RPG, which is enough to buy yourself a copy of Shadowrun Anarchy and Shadowrun Chicago Chaos. Or hey, maybe you don't like Shadowrun, you just like tabletop RPGs. You can do that too. Whatever. Yeah,
You can
it's up
buy
to you.
anything your heart desires.
It's great. And so we'll be doing that drawing in 4 episodes time, which is apparently September 30th, which just feels like it's like right around the corner, but it's because of the way that the month is laid out.
Yeah.
That's actually what's 4 episodes from now, so whatever. So yeah. And what else? whatever. Let's fucking get started. Let's introduce ourselves here. Yeah.
Let's just say, do you want to?
What?
The other things that I can think of that chat can do is roleplay characters that are
When that comes out,
inside screen scenes. But I mean, this episode's gonna be, I don't know, pretty combat
Minimal. That's not gonna happen much. I don't think.
For sure. But yeah, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. I'm Oz. I'm your game master, and I do different things here on the Shadowcasters Network, including the Sprawl. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's move along here. Go ahead and introduce Trav.
Hey, I'm Trav. I'm just checking. My name's Trav, and I am an amateur streamer, YouTuber, voice actor. There you have it. For now, I'll talk to you more later. You, me, chat. We'll talk. Okay?
What do you play, Trav?
More edge,
what do
everybody.
I play? Video games.
I meant this session.
Thank you, Cool, for all those bits.
Who do you
we
play?
just got another edge.
Oh, you mean the
my
character for the
gosh.
show that we're doing right now?
Yeah.
I guess I guess I play. If I had to put it in a short sentence, I guess I would play something along the lines of Fritz, a German elf technomancer with a lot of PhDs. His real name is Thomas Mueller, which is something we all found out. So that's
You
cute.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Next is Paige.
That's me. Hello, I'm Paige. I play Volter.
Not on the show, you don't.
Well, please,
I play Volter.
congratulations.
I super cyber soldier with daddy issues, and we're dealing with those daddy issues currently in an area's headquarter building. Yes, he is a big money maker in the bioengineering. CEO dude.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. And Scrim.
I'm Scrim, and I play Deliverance, the Christian blood mage who has faked her own death to protect her family, and now is careening toward the violent life she thought she left behind.
Yes. And so brings us to where we began, where we left off, which is on the 308th floor of the Ares World Headquarters building, standing in the hallway of right outside of Colton Copper's apartment, his loft.
Copper Colton?
Copper Colton.
Copper, Colton, Copper.
Yeah. Colton Copper copped a Colton.
Copper, Colton, Copper,
Is
Colton.
that gonna be our
That should have been our warm-up.
Right?
Yeah. Copper Colton, Copper
Join the
Colton.
Anarchy.
Hey, new donation. Thanks, Grayson. And we get another edge.
I love that name.
Holy
This
shit.
is amazing.
Yeah, no, this is
insane.
insane. This is insane. Well, you know what? It's because shit's gonna go down. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So,
Copper Colton copped a crazy kid. Copper Colton copped a crazy kid.
so the
Copper Colton copped a cult.
Copper Colton is Voltar's father, and he is awaiting the team. He is expecting them to just show up, and so he has prepared his apartment.
He's got sharks and shit.
Yeah. Let's talk about all of the security. I want to kind of recap everything that we discussed because Jesus Christ. There are Ares Alpha, so security, all of which are using BioWare augmentations. Some are carrying, one is carrying a mono sword, and most are carrying Ares Alpha assault rifles. There's 2 stoner Ares machine guns on tripods. There's a dedicated, well, we didn't really, not that you would necessarily know this, but out of character we know this, that there's dedicated adept butler bodyguard and a security mage, although you do know that they hired a security mage recently. There's also professional feng shui involving bound spirits that can be released. There's a biotech shark tank with a glass top which is his floor, and it's open remotely. There are Roombas that are apparently also function as a security feature. There is a panic room. There's a balcony that leads to a Zen garden, and there's an escape pod for him to exit from.
That literally shoots off the building.
Yeah. So, in addition, you've also arranged for an extraction at the helipad on the Ares building. You, Deliverance arranged that with
Rolodex and Nomad.
Rolodex and Nomad. And so now time is ticking as an extraction is on its way. And this location has guards roaming that apartment, circling him, keeping him safe, and you know that he's in there. So now the question is, what do you do?
So there's kind of a larger question here, because we are on the elevator and we like, ding, get out. Are we like, is it obvious? Like we're in his penthouse, he knows we're coming. Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, even then, like we had to scan our ID to get up there, and I forgot whose we used, but he knows that it's us.
You used various directors. One of the things that you acquired was like literally almost a whole bunch of Ares executives' biometrics. And so you used
what I gave to Rolodex.
Yeah,
no, I think you were going to give it to him, but you haven't actually done the transfer yet.
Dudes.
Okay, I offered it.
Yeah.
Forgot I did that.
But the so multiple elevators went up and opened.
Right.
Yeah, they different access, different executives that could access it. So it could be any elevator, but the elevator.
We're also invisible. I'm pretty sure I made us invisible.
Yes, you did. You did keep invisibility on. So and yes, it's a great question. Why not have security out in the hallway? He doesn't. Probably
that's actually scarier.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, his apartment also has a mana barrier. So he probably feels like if there's anything that you could potentially do, you'd have to come in first.
What could possibly go wrong?
For the uninitiated, a mana barrier, does that basically mean I have less access to or harder to cast spells?
So the way that it works is it would bounce off, like you can't astral project through it, you can't or travel through it astrally. You cannot send spirits inside past that mana barrier. You can't cast spells through it.
But if you walk through it, they'll detect you. They'll be like, oh, there's a mage here.
Yes.
Got it.
You can cast spells in there, I think, if I remember.
It will also deactivate all of your foci as soon as you cross it. So you would have to reactivate your foci.
What does that entail?
I don't know. Probably like sorcery tests or something. I know that's a thing that happens with mana barriers. I'm just like, I don't know. Mana barriers are not exactly detailed in Anarchy. I just know this from like 5th edition, right? So, yeah, when you cross a mana barrier, it will deactivate all of your foci, which I would say, like, basically assume you can't use, what we can say is you can't use your foci unless maybe you spend like an action reactivating them or something. Like, we don't have to do a test per se, because they're yours, but...
Okay, like, got it. And so the invisibility, though, does it, like, the spell can't cross, so as soon as we cross, they're going to see us.
Correct.
Well, this is, I assume I can detect this? The mana barrier, that is?
Oh, yeah, you know about it.
We know that? All right.
It is not uncommon. Like, as a matter of fact, when you look around, you see that every executive suite up here has its own mana barrier. Like, this is... It's a requested security feature for...
I'm certainly not... I expected this. I'm not surprised. Okay. All right. Okay.
Now, what we were
Okay.
talking about last time, you had two ideas, both equally insane and amazing, and could work. So crazy they would work. One is to go from underneath through the shark tank and get and open the panel to end the floor panel to get inside of the apartment. And the other option would be to hack the escape pod to blow off the building and then leave a hole for you to go in through.
I think.
But of course, there's also that balcony that you could.
Yeah, I think if I may, we go in through. Well, most of us go in through the shark tank hole thing, and then we. Don't give me that look. And then we then we use the explosion as a distraction, and then we get in there and take them by surprise. I could get in through the balcony or the shark tank, and then whichever's safer for you two, you can choose. Do your thing. But I think that would work as a distraction, because I don't think they're gonna expect us to either blow up that side of the building or come up through the shark tank. So the balcony's kind of obvious, and so is kind of the escape pod, because they know that we have a technomancer on our team. But having that explode is definitely going to be a distraction. It's like having cake in the office. It's free.
I am completely unable to do either of those things. Both swim and fight a shark, and crawl along the outside of a building miles up into the sky. Either way, I will die. That is not an option for me. Those dangerous options was specifically for you, because you could handle them, and then we would find a way in after you have done so. That was the reason they were brought up before. I have a strange coin that no longer exists in this timeline for a 50-50 chance on which one to do if it ever comes down to it. So
yes, which plan sounds most attractive?
Oh boy. I honestly want to crawl through the shark tank, because that just sounds like a ball.
It's awesome. It's so awesome. Just for pure awesomeness, I want to do that.
Well, it's also
Shark
like I
Tank
said,
has a cool factor, but the escape pod is more feasible.
it's true. Climbing the building is also very dangerous.
There's gotta be a way. Okay, where are we right now? Refresh my memory.
Like right outside. Like you're in the hallways for this floor. So there's, if I remember correctly, it was like a T shape, and there were like four. It was basically just 4 apartments, and that's it on this floor.
I have a question.
Yes.
As Scrim is thinking of this, can the other mages detect Scrim through the mana barrier?
No.
Can they detect the deliverance? Can they like see where she is?
No. Not unless they have someone planted out here.
Okay. But once she's inside, they can like, oh, there's a mage right over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, we could use you as a distraction, because they're automatically going to see you, and they might think that we're all together, which that would be stupid. Colton's smarter than that, but...
Now, I am not able to fight a shark, also, but
You
I
punched them
could.
in the eye.
I believe you. It's not in the knowledge of the execution. It's in the execution itself.
I understand.
But if that makes the most sense, I could summon a beast spirit in there to help you out. But that doesn't really bring us, I mean, to the right spot. Yeah, I'm a little bit at a loss. Like, to me, it almost seems like we should just walk in the door. You know what I mean?
Like I said last session, I was like, why don't we walk through the front door? Like, but I mean, I think I want to go through the shark thing because I don't think they're going to be expecting that, and that'll take them by surprise. And if they're in the middle of that, I can get at least a couple of them in combat.
Here's the thing.
And or drop them in.
I feel like air escape. Hold on, my brain. I'm trying to filter an old wise man through a 20-year-old lazy boy, and it's not. There's a disconnect somewhere.
Story of your life.
The escape pod ejecting, allowing Volta in, and then us going through the front door after she causes a distraction sounds like the most survivable part. But if you'd like to swim and fight a shark, that's available. I don't suggest the shark part. It was my idea, but it was a stupid one.
It does seem a little less practical. Yes.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I could use the shark as a baseball bat.
That sounds even less feasible than defeating it in the first place, I have to say.
You punch it in the eye. I have
It's not as easy. It's not as. How many sharks have you fought on your missions?
One.
Well, I'll say that's more than me. I have fought 0 sharks. But as badly as I want you to fight a shark, I do agree that it's probably best to go in from the outside. I have a feeling these sharks will somehow factor in at some point.
The shark, yes. The shark would be a good one-liner kill or something, but
I will climb in from the outside. I need to find a way to explode this escape pod, though. If you can't do it remotely,
I'll be able to. I'll be able to eject his escape pod, just not do the climbing part.
I can do the climbing part.
Yeah. Refresh my memory about mana barriers. You can cast while within it. You just can't cast something in it while you're not in it. Correct?
Right. Yeah. Think of it like just it's a hard wall.
Yeah.
You can pass
I was
through
talking to Deliverance, but you can answer if you'd like.
Oh, yes, no, I don't actually know the
That's okay.
Yeah, that's right from what I remember.
Just so you know, the 20-year-old white boy is not actually German. So when he speaks German accent, it's usually. Thank you. Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
I was distracted. I was thinking about something else.
It was like you walk in
Jesus,
and it turns everything off, but you can just turn it all back on.
Seems like it has me stumped.
It's not a dome; it's a wall.
Yeah, I mean, think of it like Jesus Christ. Think of it as like it's
Think of it
the
as
shape
like
of
an
the
extra skin layer on a building.
Sorry, my headphones are acting funny.
Okay. So I need to really quickly go back to the shark tank. It goes underneath, right? Am I remembering that correctly? The sharks can swim under the floor.
Yeah, there's like a glass floor, and basically you can see the shark, but there has to be something pumping water into it and filtering water out.
The idea was originally brought up as a Finding Nemo reference as a gag.
And then we all agreed that it was amazing.
And then it is a possible option, just not a very high success chance option.
I think it's amazing.
So
that's just me. Sharks aren't usually ones to attack on command or when they see movement. They just kind of nibble because they're like, "What's this?"
All right. Your zoological education aside, I think that we are forgetting that there are a lot of drones outside. These sharks may be less connected and less dangerous than what's actually on the outside, so perhaps going in through there is the best option.
While she's making her way inside, I will be doing what I can to lower the defenses of the inside.
The idea I just had in my head is bad, so I will not say it out loud. But it is amazing.
I don't think there is such a thing as bad idea right now. It's how bad is it? Now we have to know.
Well, really.
Well, yes, Volta, what was the idea?
My body is chrome, and so is the building. I could climb out there naked, and no one would see me. I am sorry.
Creative, but also not exactly a problem being able to see you outside.
I was talking about the drones that are surveying. But it is dumb. I would be cold.
Yes, that's the dumb part.
This is just this is more like join the legwork than join the anarchy right now.
All right.
It's well needed.
Well, it's either join the legwork or join the cemetery, so.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
no, I mean, this is a conundrum.
No, absolutely.
It's well needed, especially with I have 6 armor out of 12. I have full health, but like I don't know how both of you guys are doing. It's also like
actually
there's a
alright.
lot of dudes in this fucking room that could easily put us down. So, especially all the mages. So,
Okay. I don't know. Nothing seems like a good idea.
I know.
Coin flip. Here we go. We cannot decide, so we will leave it to chance and improvisation.
All right.
Heads for the logical idea of using the escape pod. Tails
I was gonna go with that idea anyway.
for dying a horrible death at the hands of a shark. God damn it!
I will go through the vent that connects to the shark tank. I could climb up and open the panel underneath them.
All right.
I still say
Okay,
we
so I
use
guess
the
we're all swimming with
escape
sharks.
pod
I'll
as a distraction. I still say we use the escape pod as a distraction and explode it when I get
Sure.
close to the surface. You two can
alright.
enter in the front door if you wish.
I'm going to, begin my hacking routine. First, I'm going to start turning off the drone. Well, I'm going to try and get into the. Okay, so our plan is to eject the escape pod as a distraction and detonate it. Is that what I was hearing?
Yeah, explode it.
Perfect.
Explode it, detonate it, explode it, do it. Just if it blows up attached to the building,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a distraction. One that'll be bad, but
So
like
not eject it, just detonate it.
you could. I mean, you could do both. You could have detonated.
essentially like
a bit away
start
from
the engine without letting it go, so that it's like
Here's the problem,
revving up and exploding.
Volta, and I want you to think about this, because where do you think your father will prioritize his position? Probably near the escape pod. If I detonate it, he will die. If he's inside of it and I launch it towards the ground, he will die. So if there is a chance that he is inside of this escape pod when we use it as a distraction, I can't see his biosignature. I mean, he's still marked, right?
Yeah.
I marked him ages ago. So is he inside the escape pod? Heads
No.
for the logical.
No. I'm gonna say no. He is not inside of the escape pod.
Disregard everything I said. I'm senile with multiple brain diseases, but I also have a couple PhDs, and that helped me. He's not in the escape pod. We are a
That was
go.
quite a conundrum you had there, Fritz.
Don't worry. Yeah.
I understand.
So I will begin the process. And he's just gonna lean up against a wall and pass out.
I will start climbing into the ventilation and or filtration shafts of the vents to the shark. Wherever
I'll,
they may be.
So those wouldn't be on this floor
No.
per se.
I think honestly, even though we did a head tails, I think right now, since we're on this floor, climbing up to the balcony and or around to the escape pod is gonna work.
Well, here's the thing.
Unless somehow the shark filtration room is right next door.
I mean, it would have to be. It would have to be like only like a floor, like but either a floor below us or between the floor below us. Like it's not gonna be.
No, never mind. That's dumb. I was gonna say, is there like a laundry chute flap thing? Because it's a giant like apartment building.
I mean, not a laundry chute, a garbage chute. Yeah.
I could just jump into that and hopefully one of the. If I could stop myself from going all the way down again.
To the incinerators.
I could get into that. That's the other only way. Because other than that, we would have to spend a plot point for like, oh, there's a. You go down one floor in the elevator and you find the filtration room and jump in from there. Like that's gonna be our best bet. That's gonna be the safest option. I just don't want to use my plot point.
You could always
Also,
do a perception test.
I have to use the lavatory really, really badly.
Go
I drank
ahead.
all my tea.
It's okay.
The laboratory.
The laboratory.
The laboratory.
All right. So.
Yeah, so actually,
Where
Fritz,
is
can you
this?
give me a matrix perception just to kind of like go through your let's look at your stuff. No, let's look around at the floor plans here.
12 floor plans. Perception. Would that be a part of security? Like, would a perception test be under hack? Because my specialization in hacking is security.
Yeah.
So that would be, but
Yeah.
perception isn't really hacking. But would I be able to add like a security specialization to that, or would it have to specifically be hacking?
This is
Because it's
specific.
specialization.
Yeah, no, this is a perception
Okay.
thing. This is yeah.
So that's logic plus willpower, which is 12, and then 13, 14.
Miss Grim, favor, you look like half a head.
Oh, sorry.
You lower your camera actually, because I think that's maybe what's going on. You have a lot of headroom.
A lot of bedroom. I have a big head.
Zebon successes.
Okay.
My hands smell like coin.
With this
Am I
level of
comfortable with a
success.
7?
Yeah. Are you?
I'll use one of my points of edge. I have 6. I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to do the accent as well, but now I'm doing it too much.
I kind of want to spend a point of edge on this too, because.
Fine, make it a 10.
Okay. Let's see.
That's all I got.
8 successes. All right.
Ha!
So go ahead and ask whatever question you'd like. Basically, I was trying to see. We're looking for how you get into the shark tank. You can either make it up your own, or you can ask the audience for a suggestion.
I feel like this is going to be an episode full of us doing our own thing. So chat, I want to include you because we love you. What ridiculous way is Voltar going to get into the shark tank? But like, it's helpful to us.
Right. Like it has to be helpful, but ridiculous.
Helpful, but ridiculous, which is just the name of the show. Chat is judging your fate, Voltar.
Yeah?
Yeah, don't worry. It's a good thing, though.
Oh, good. Thanks, chat. I haven't even read what they said yet, so I automatically.
Oh, it's amazing.
I did a matrix perception check to see how you're going to enter the shark tank.
Oh, good.
And I won, so it's going to be helpful, but it's going to be ridiculous because of course it is.
That's fine.
So far, Nyx is like pretty shark feeder cage. Oh,
That's
God.
cool. That's cool.
Wait,
Okay.
which one? Exploding chum? Should be
No,
I'm gonna take.
no.
I'm taking that one, but I'll save it for later.
Yeah, exploding chum should be. Climbs outside and drops in through the window, through the window ceiling, and provides a massive distraction for its to rush to the front door. That's not the. Come on now, Cole. Bust him with the fix with flex tape, Peter. A shark suit with a key.
Bright pink.
A bright
one
pink
of
shark
you.
suit with a T.
I like that. Very, very apropos for our pink mohawk run.
That's a bit too ridiculous to me. All right, you know what? There is it's so stupid. There's a door labeled access to Shark Tank that's perfectly shaped like Voltar. But it's perfectly shaped like a human, so like it's
like a human shape.
Well, you know what though?
Yeah,
that
so
makes sense.
it's like one of those wall panels where you get inside of it and then it spins you into a cubby where you can go into a shark feeder tank.
Beautiful.
Okay.
I think
high-tech.
also though that makes sense because Voltar, maybe these are her sharks.
They're
loves
one
these
of
sharks.
me.
Yeah. I think, well, I mean, it just makes, so like, I don't know if any of y'all motherfuckers played Warframe, but the ships, there's like a perfectly human-shaped thing that they go and sit in, and then it like lets them up into it. And so this is like, the way they feed the sharks, because they're so dangerous, is they have a cubby that goes into the feeder tank that's inside of the shark tank. But in order to access it, there's just a human-sized little pod thing that you get inside of it, and then it spins around, and you're inside the safe cubby to feed the sharks. So it's both. It's a perfect door, and it's just a feeder tank.
I can kind of see that in my head.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the most ridiculous thing that we've said this run, so don't...
Right, yeah. I feel, though, would that be... I don't think that would be on this floor, per se, because the tank, again, is underneath this floor.
So it's between...
It's like a trapdoor.
Floor below, yeah. Between the floor below and this floor, there is an access to get there. But there would have to be an easy way to feed the sharks get to that access point from this floor, though, right? Like, because you don't want to have because it's going to be a feeder tank, so
I don't know about necessarily this floor, because probably in the biotech labs. Like the floor
it sounds
right
like I'm
below.
gonna have to take the elevator down like a couple levels.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's like an access staircase or something. I'm like, I don't know. We can make it work. Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Is this the sticking point?
We can swing this though, because you'll step into the elevator, and I can finagle it so that the next floor's elevator door will already be open. And so if you're inside the elevator, I'll send all of them down again, because we sent all of them up so he wouldn't know which one we're in. I'll send all of them down simultaneously, but you'll have enough time to quickly like jump, roll out to do your weird ninja stuff to get to that floor. But the elevator will continue moving, so he'll just be like, why is the elevator going down?
Ooh, okay. Only because you could also open a hole in the elevator floor.
I could.
Yep.
Yeah.
How would that help?
Because you could
get between floors
without actually moving the elevators.
Oh, so just cut a hole and then swing through the door. Yeah, you could do the really stupid dangerous part again. You could do something that could get you killed, so you can get to a place that could get you killed, so you can get into a location that will most likely kill you.
I mean, really, big picture, what do you think we're doing here? Like, we could get killed any second. We've been sitting here for 15 minutes discussing our plan out loud.
Well, in game time, it's more like 4 minutes, but
I also
feels like it's been a few weeks.
Right in front of the door.
Right, like you're
We've been in this building for half a year.
Like you're all playing professionals.
Yeah.
So you would have a better, like, all of this conversation is condensed to what's
fair
obviously
enough
possible.
Copper's sitting on the
Let's just
inside of
pick
his
something
apartment.
and do it, though. Let's just do
Copper's
something.
sitting on the inside of his apartment, staring at his door, and he hears these voices like, no, we'll get into the Shark Tank. And he's like,
What is going on?
But we can explode the pod.
well, it will kill your father.
All right, so it's time to make a decision. Go.
That's what we're doing.
All right,
what we're doing.
begin.
Battle
Let's
one.
start rolling. Let's start making some tests. Go ahead. Who's doing a thing?
I'll go
All right.
first. Voltar goes to the elevator and yeah, actually that's it's a terrible idea, but it's also a really good idea. She'll She'll take out her screwdriver and start prying open the carpet on the flooring and find a really weak spot by like feeling it. And I'm just gonna motherfucking punch through that shit.
In the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Go ahead and give me some strength plus
checks.
strength plus strength.
Oh, I'm so strong. Am I? Am I strong? I am strong.
Don't say that too confidently. I'm so strong.
4 successes.
Are you comfortable with this level of success?
No, I have edge. I'll one.
So we have edge for days.
Ah, there you go. 7 successes.
7 successes? All right. Yeah, you just go in there, like, after, loosening it up some, and you just go, like, bang, bang, and you just, like, dent this thing. And then this panel just, like, pops down and just, like, falls, and you get, like, this, all of you feel the whooshing of this elevator shaft as this thing just, like, ding, 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 clang, and falls, like, deep down. And you all look, and it's just, like, little safety lights all the way down, like 100 floors, and the elevator cables that are just, like, swinging.
Oh god! Oh, that's not.
And just
that's
doors
not
upon doors upon doors in a line.
Voltar will unless Fritz has something. Go ahead, Fritz.
Fritz just looking at Voltar, switches around something in AR and clicks something, and then the elevator door below us goes ding and opens up.
Yeah, Voltar gives them a very thoughtful look, and then hops down, dangles from her arms from holding on, and then she'll give it a swing and hop in there.
All right, let's start
acrobatics.
I'm gonna do 2. I want to do an athletics.
Okay.
Well, no,
Just
acrobatics is also athletics, right? Like, that's all part of the same thing. Okay, then yes, then we'll make it.
I have athletics.
We'll make it all part of the same thing. It's the.
Okay.
No, let's make it 2 tests. One is to like rappel down, and then the other is to swing in. So let's start with rappelling down. So you lower yourself down the you all watch Voltar lower herself down the shaft, right? And you just see her, like, just disappear as she's, like, grabbing onto these cables.
Oh, Jesus, help us.
I don't have plot points for glitch dice.
Somebody make a suggestion so we can spend a plot point.
I have plenty of plot points, but I'm not sure I want to be the one to kill Tar.
And she fell down.
I'm happy about that.
Thank you. Yeah, resub. 18 months. Thank you.
So, what? The rappelling down is what? Athletics?
Yes.
Okay.
The only way for me to get plot points, chat, is if, like, somebody makes a suggestion that is just something I can just yoink from. I have ideas that I could do, but I can't do them because I have no plot points.
5 successes.
Okay. So, you're cool with this level of success?
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
All right. So, so, like, these cables are, like, this really, like, tightly wound, like, wiring, right? Like,
yeah, the wiring,
super braided cables of metal. And and luckily your cyber hands, right, are they don't cause you any pain as you, like, just, like, grip onto these and, like, make your way down this cable. And you shimmy down, get to the open door. We're keeping the invisibility up, I assume?
Yeah, I mean,
as
long as this lasts.
Yeah. So you look in and you see various lab technicians who are, looking at, oh, this door's open. That is really strange. And like this cable is like swinging side to side, and they're like, trying to put up like danger tape on this opening because they don't want anybody falling into the shaft like an idiot.
Yeah.
So I need you to go ahead and give me a stealth test to try and basically get inside, because you're on this cable, right? So any forward swings that you're going to do have to look natural. You have to swing through land.
Yeah. Tuck and roll.
I have an idea
without making noise. Yeah.
I have an idea, basically, of if I succeed. So, that's fine. I don't mind doing it. 7 successes for my stealth, and then plus something for invisibility. I don't know what that is in Shadowrun world.
You get an extra. How many rerolls, Deliverance?
For which?
Invisibility.
Invisibility. Oh, 2.
7 successes still.
All right, so you swing just as they're you find like just the right moment when they're like looking away from the elevator shaft.
Yeah. I have a description if I succeed.
Great.
I thought I had to make an athletics test to jump.
No, we're using a stealth test for you to hop in.
Yeah, so as I jump across, as Voltar gets a nice swing and she jumps over, she does so where when the guys are putting up the tape, she hops over, but she does it in a way where she just easily slides right between the X of the cross and this guy's legs, and then she hops up.
Pro.
Nice.
She'll immediately hug the wall to get out of people's way.
Nicely done.
Does she become visible?
Give yourself a plot point for this, because that was
so badass.
All of this was cool.
Thank you. I need them, so thank you.
So, I'm sorry, Deliverance, what was your question?
She's still invisible.
Yes. Yeah, she doesn't lose invisibility if she loses line of sight on you. Or from you.
Got it.
So, so you're in this lab section. We're gonna go ahead and have you just navigate through the different halls, right? Just evading. I mean, you're invisible, so generally evading people should be easy. And then you eventually reach a door that shows access to Shark Tank.
Voltar's door.
And there's it's right next to this giant refrigerator that has a glass pane on it, so you can see the meat stocks.
Is there anybody around?
Yes. So I need you to make another stealth test. There's a couple of lab technicians that are just having a conversation about that TV show last night, Neil the Orc Barbarian. That was a cool show. I love that show. They're coming out with a tabletop RPG of it.
Chris, I don't really give a fuck about the tabletop. There's an orgy happening below us right now. I think that's a bit more grabbing of my attention.
8 successes.
Oh boy.
How did you hear about the orgy on floor 85?
If I had the PTO hours, I wouldn't be here.
Well, you know what? I would rather stay employed and have an orgy later than not be employed.
Oh, you'd rather have an orgy later?
How many orgies do you get invited to, Chris, Craig, whatever your name is?
Oh, whatever. You get invited to all the orgies.
I don't. That's why I want to go to the orgy. I'm not the one fronting about orgies.
I'm gonna go back to what you said earlier.
Walter, in the meantime, is just opening up this fridge door and grabbing slabs of meat and heading in the store, because that's what I wanted to do.
Excellent. Yes. So as these scientists are having this conversation, we all get a point of edge. Thank you, cool.
Hey!
Holy crap. All right. And you make your way. So you make your way into like this tight enclosed space. So remind me again, if you could describe it again, because Trav, you had a better idea of that space from that video game. So go ahead and.
Yes. So it is it enters above it, right? So there's
it's like at the top of the tank. It's like the
Right.
top level of the tank. The tank goes down various floors. This is like the top, so that you could kind of like go in from above.
So there is a wall panel that has a a human silhouette where you can fit yourself in, and it kind of has like a foam like support. So you fit yourself inside of it, and then it turns the little wall so that it basically it's like there's the entry point is one, and then when it turns, you're inside of the shark feeding tank. So it's basically like like those library bookshelves that just turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but you fit yourself inside of it, and then it turns with you inside of it. So then you're inside the thing.
And so so there's no.
Yeah.
But is there any water breathing equipment at all that would?
It's in a section of the shark tank that it has air in it. So it's basically like you're in like a tiny little submarine cubby of the shark tank that allows for feeding. You can open up like a sort of like a water like lock compartment to put in the food that goes through. Yeah.
Okay. But she would have to break through to get into the tank.
Well, here, you don't have any plot points. I'll spend a plot point to say that there's also just straight up a mini submarine that they use for cleaning the tank as well. So on the side of it is a little mini submarine that has little like 2 arms for cleaning. Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. It's like a one-person submarine, but like the thing is caged to high hell, like to make sure that it can survive.
There's a note,
withstand shark bites.
There's a note on the dash that says, "Thomas, please stop leaving the keys in the ignition," and then there's keys in the ignition.
It's such a video game trope.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, so I guess Volta will climb into that and start looking for the filtration pipe to lead up into the main tank where Copper Colton has his sharks.
Sure. Okay, so you hop into this submarine.
Yeah.
And you look around, and you need to fiddle with these controls. Can you give me a pilot other test, please?
I don't have that, so what is it?
Just agility.
Okay, I have agility. I'm good at agility. I also have bonuses to agility because I'm cyber. Awesome. 6 successes.
Although no rerolls on the invisibility though. It's not a.
Oh, so it's just a straight 3. Then if there's no reroll rolls to my cyber abilities.
For the yes, your cyber abilities are fine. I think it depends on the cyber abilities. Which ones are you using? I would say it's mainly arms. It's arms. I wouldn't say it's leg stuff.
I could be using my legs. You don't know.
Yeah, to push the pedal,
yeah,
I guess.
If it's just arms, I want to take the 2 then. If that's fine, then it'll be 5.
Yeah, the submarine is just a car.
Right. And,
it has pedals
sort of
and a steering wheel.
Yeah. Like different knobs and stuff that you that you're manipulating. And should I roll a point of edge? I should roll a point of edge. This seems like this could be really fun. Yeah, I'm gonna use a point of edge. Do you want to use a point of edge?
No. I'm good. What happened to us?
I roll 8 dice, re-roll 8 dice, I get 0.
Oh my lord, that is bad.
Oh.
So,
no, I'm sorry.
all right. So
I'm happy.
But yeah. So instead of deep nosediving into the tank by accident, you actually are able to glide along like under the. You're able to glide along into the tank, and and if you look up, actually, you know what? I don't think you would be able to look up. I feel like the submarine is specially designed so that you can't look up into Copper Colton's apartment.
Well, even then, like, this is a pretty deep ass tank if it connects to Copper Colton's office. I'm thinking like there's a filtration system that leads to his office, and there's different sharks.
No, remember we established that he has like a floor panel that can open.
Oh right, okay.
Into the tank so that he can feed them himself because he enjoys tossing meat into the tank.
Yeah, why not?
You know,
just as a glass full of it on his desk.
They're his pets. So you know, you could sort of like there's like a hood over your submarine, so you can't actually see up above you. But
yeah, but I relatively know where it is.
Yeah.
After seeing it from standing inside the tank before I got into the submarine.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so you're kind of like guesstimating where it is, right? And you see below you the one of the sharks is coming up towards you because it's expecting food, and another shark is coming. So you said you had meat to.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
I do. I took a couple just to distract them while I do my own business.
Cool. So yeah.
So once I get
So you eject this meat into the water, and the sharks start going like, and you just feel your submarine doing all the shaking from like the feeding frenzy that's occurring around this meat.
They do not feed them enough if they're that violent. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, you know, bio sharks, they have needs.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm thinking like realistic sharks, like they would just be like, thanks, and then leave.
Yeah.
Maybe smack you with their body on accident, but yeah.
And you kind of guesstimate more or less where to go, and you're gonna release yourself into the tank.
Yeah! Fuck it.
Okay.
Now's the time. I'm gonna take a deep breath and go in.
Alright, cool. So you open the hatch, the pressurized hatch.
Yep.
And dunk yourself into this tank. Okay. I need you to make another athletics test to swim through the
Sure.
I don't think you have your cyber legs specifically. What is it that they do?
My legs?
Yeah.
My legs and arms? Legs. Cyber legs. Gain +1 extra movement per narration and reroll on all athletic tests. 2.
Okay.
Roll.
Okay.
And then my arms are pretty much the same thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
And an extra attack and yeah.
Got it. All right, fine.
I also get a plot point during different scenes.
Yes, why are we?
Is this a new scene?
Yeah, this is most definitely a new scene.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. So wait, you're getting out of the submarine to swim?
Apparently, I have to.
Well, to get to the panel, no?
To
or
get
like,
up,
what's the,
to get up
plan?
into Copper's space, she has to get into a place
so,
that the submarine can't
but
go.
you're not leaving the submarine to swim. You're moving the submarine up to it, and.
Well, I can't. I have to guess because since I can't see where it is, I have to guesstimate.
Also, the submarine is hooded, like on the roof.
And the submarine's meant for cleaning. It's not meant to exit half the time. It's meant to clean and feed.
Yeah, and again, because the top of this tank is this man's home, he would not appreciate people being able to see into his home.
And or getting in. So...
They're gonna be pissed.
So she's not like distance swimming, but like she's gone as far as she can with the sub.
Okay.
Right. So she's in the vicinity of that panel. Like when you get out and you swim out from under the submarine, you can see it. Like you weren't exactly like perfectly close, under it, but you're near it.
I was reading chat and catching a glimpse of it and just heard that like I'm feeding the sharks. Now I'm exiting the submarine.
I'm feeding the sharks.
Why?
How are you feeding them exactly?
You're feeding them with
myself.
I just take off an arm and throw it.
Welcome to Join the Aquarium.
I am one with the sharks.
So you're swimming, right?
Mm.
And I assume, Fritz, you're able to see what's going on in her cyber eyes, right? So you see that she's making her way up towards this panel door in the floor, and both of you, all of you really, because you're all plugged into her eyes, you can see these like shadow circles of people that are just kind of standing around and moving around on that floor, right? And so now, luckily, you are invisible, so you're not being seen.
Yeah.
Swimming.
I mean, I could. Yeah. I'll do this later. I have plot points. I have ideas. But if I get up there, because wait, Fritz and Deliverance, they're just waiting for me.
We're still in the elevator.
Room.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if I get up there safely and everything like that, and I can kind of see what this door glass thing, whatever this panel is, to open, is openable and or breakable, fine. But I would like to spend a plot point.
This is also
if
how I
may.
get plot points.
Yes.
No.
I'd like to spend a plot point on as I kind of get up there and everything like that. There are a couple of the security guards are talking, or like, you know, on guard, but they're talking and they're in the room. And one of them accidentally knocks over something in his office, and they're all on edge, so they all freak out, and then they move over to that, so they're all off of the glass thing, and they're all paying attention towards this one area.
What was that noise?
And must have been the wind. And
I'll go check it out.
And I want to, since it's like just openable, I'm pretty sure I could just, you know, move my...
Yeah, so it's tempered glass, so like you're not going to be able to just like break through it. Like it has, again, it's one of those doors that's open remotely. So this would probably be a job for Fritz.
Okay, cool. I have another plot point later
I can
when
just
I get up there, by the way. It's going to be awesome.
Fritz is going to start hacking that door, but I have a question for Voltar real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
How much health out of how much health do you have?
12 out of 12.
12 out of 12? Okay. Because I was going to be like...
Don't electrocute those sharks.
No, I was going to say, do you have a cut that might be bleeding?
No.
Maybe it'd be invisible, but I was like,
no.
Even one point I was like, it's tempting. No. It's funny. But
I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea for sharks. So.
So yeah, that's now this would be security for Fritz because it's hacking.
Yeah. Voltar, a shark swims right past you.
It's fine.
Horrifying.
I'm a steel old lady of the night.
You feel like the current sort of takes you a little bit.
I'm gonna spend a plot point just because my cup overfloweth, and that was a terrible roll.
You mean an edge?
There we go.
Me too.
8.
Me too.
Edge, not plot point.
Yeah, I need to.
Sorry, chat. I've only just had coffee.
I hate you. Roll 20. I got 7.
How many edge do you have? Just use more edge.
No, I can't keep re-rolling.
Can't you?
You said we can. Why can't you?
No. You can do a pre-edge and a post-edge, but you can't keep post-edging. We've never done like post-edge. Like that's not no, we've never done that.
Chat, find the clip.
Go back.
No, we've never done that.
Go back.
Never done that.
Chat,
never
rewind.
Done it. Never done it.
Chat.
Nope.
Chat. Zoom in on Oz's face.
No.
Zoom in on Oz's face as he's saying never done that, and then cut to the clip of him doing that.
Sure, totally. Yeah, let's do that.
Pause for edit.
Yep. We'll be here a while because it never happened. So.
Post edge.
So, Fritz, you're able to, again, it's tough. The security in Colton's office is staggeringly high-tech, but you're able to worm your way through, and this, like, hatch just, pops up and slides open, giving Voltar
awesome
space to exit.
Here's my thing that I would like to happen, and I will edge and plot point it. But here's my plot point. Voltar, as she's going through this hole thing, this feeding duct thing, her hips get stuck, and she has to maneuver, and she accidentally cuts herself, and the sharks sense it, but she pulls out, and as she, levels herself on the thing, and she's still invisible, and she's crouched down now in the building. And as one of the mages notice, they turn, and all of a sudden the shark starts swimming violently towards her, and it jumps up, breaks through the glass.
It's not gonna break through the glass.
What? Yeah,
It's
a plot point.
It's tempered glass. You can't just undo something that's been done.
Yeah, it would be very hard.
Well, then can I have a small one wiggle through? Just
No.
chop through the hole?
I have a.
I was gonna be so cool. I was gonna grab it and then smack somebody with a baseball bat of a shark. I wanted it to happen. If that's not gonna happen, I'm not gonna use the plot point. I'm just gonna go up because that's a waste of my plot point.
Right. Yeah, no, the shark's not going to make its way into the hole isn't big enough for a shark to get through.
Still.
That would be dumb.
It would have been cool. And you ruined it. But yeah, so Deliverance will just hop up and stay crouched low to the ground. And I guess I'll let, obviously, my team know that I'm in. And
okay, I want to interject with an old suggestion from Soy Mage that she finds a chum bucket, and what you find is a chum bucket full of human body parts that are sometimes used to feed the sharks, maybe as a display by Copper or something. But as soon as Deliverance sees that through your cyber eyes, she says, "Oh, can you grab a couple of those?" Grenades? I mean, arms.
Yeah.
All those spare
Volter
body parts.
stealthily go over there and do so, as she does.
Okay.
But Volter's gonna remind you, a mage is in here. It's gonna take literally seconds for the mage to turn and see that someone's invisible in here.
Oh no! Hold on.
Also, I'm looking for that soy mage.
Did she just breach the mana barrier?
Mm.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I should have.
She would have been out of sight though.
Yeah,
but she breached it once she got into the vent.
Okay,
yeah.
yes, the plot. She used a plot point that said that everybody kind of is looking
Right.
away. It's the perfect opportunity for her to get into the room. But as soon as she gets in the room and breaks that mana barrier, the invisibility just wears off on your body, and so you are exposed in this.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm sorry if I'm distracted. I'm looking for the suggestion that you had, Scrim, so I could put it in the raffle, but I can't find it.
I already found it and I already put it in the raffle.
Excellent.
Okay, great.
So, so I want you to give me a stealth test, Voltar, please.
Sure.
To immediately duck behind a column.
Ooh, can I go up in the rafters? That's my shtick.
I don't know if you would have rafters in this apartment.
Or beams, or... Unless it's I don't know, it's very Asian-inspired, so never mind.
Yeah, I don't think so.
not an
There's
event.
not gonna be, beams and shit.
This was Sorry, I guess I misinterpreted it. This vent went from Shark Tank to immediately apartment,
Yep.
not
Yeah.
a little... Okay.
Yeah.
The floor is shark. The floor is made of shark.
is the tank, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Just
gonna...
making sure. For some reason, I thought it was a
Yeah,
shark wall at the beginning, and then it turned into a floor, and I'm just improv
I could see that
building.
too. There could be a shark wall, shark floor.
I have 8 successes, because I pre-edged.
Man, I wish I had pre-edged. 4s. Fuck it. What else am I gonna do with this edge? It's fun.
Was that English? I'm sorry, I did not understand this.
I said, fuck it. What am I gonna do with this edge?
Come on.
All right.
You guys don't speak Oz?
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Finally. Okay. So, you duck behind a column.
Yeah.
And you hear What was that? And
Just the wind.
Just the wind.
you hear.
I blow up the escape.
Do you? Yeah. Do
Fuck it.
Yeah, roll. Footsteps
I
were
would
approaching along the
imagine-
glass.
This is what happens. I hear something. This guy turns and he sees little wet puddles leading behind the column. And then as he's like moving slowly towards it and no one's paying attention to him, explosion. Like that's how I imagined it.
Would blowing up an escape pod count as security?
Yeah, actually.
6 successes.
Are you comfortable with that level of success?
I have a lot of edge. Fine. 10.
Oh, shitballs.
Nice. Just give it to him. He deserves it.
Oh.
No,
The-
if anyone deserves a win, Oz does, because he's been rolling like shit.
Yeah,
for
he's been
weeks.
rolling shit.
No, because this is fun. The explosion rocks the floor. Like, I was just rumble, rumble, rumble. And like, the people inside of this apartment look out the glass window as like this trail of smoke and parts just like jettisons out into the city. And everyone is in the apartment is on high alert.
Plot point. The smoke is so thick that it goes through the office and blinds people who don't have any cyber eyes or gas masks or anything to see through the smoke.
Yeah, so like this explosion just like
Shit.
whoosh, just like whooshes into
yeah.
through the balcony
Let's go suck for me, Fritz.
into the Zen garden that's overlooking the city, and everyone's like, oh god, what the fuck?
But now that the apartment is filled with smoke, I mean, you don't have cyber lungs, so it's not going to be as easy for you either. Like,
I mean,
you
I've
can see
got
through it.
We've got gas masks from.
I
Yeah.
can easily whip that on as you say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow this escape pod, and or when I see it.
So, what do you do?
All right, I think that's our cue. I think they're sufficiently distracted.
Beat up.
Let's
people.
get in as quick as we can, and I'll make us invisible again.
Oh,
Ready,
yeah,
Fritz?
Yeah. I'm going
Yeah,
to
so-
get into the mana barrier and immediately pass out again. So
Get somewhere safe.
I'll mark myself
Get
for you on
somewhere
the
safe.
All right, I'll keep an eye. So yeah, I guess we'll pop in to
From
the
front doors.
elevator. Yeah,
from the
we're
front
just gonna
door.
walk in.
You're
Yeah.
gonna walk in through the front door. Okay, the
We're
door's
invisible right now, but as
Right.
soon as we cross the mana, so like when it opens, we're gonna be like,
Yeah,
right. So
perception.
yeah, so you try to open the door. Door's locked.
sure.
No, front door.
Fritz, can you?
Yeah, is it electronically locked?
Of course.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hack into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I like to move to a different pillar as they're doing that because if that guy looks.
And I'm going to pre-edge this one because I'm wacky. I'm crazy.
No, I got it.
11.
Oh my god!
11.
Balls.
Open sesame.
It's just a fucking door lock.
I don't even
It's
know
not
if I
just
should
a door lock.
try.
This is an executive suite. Like
true.
this is
a
a
little
fucking. This
telltale.
is a front door.
People
this
will
is the
sing
most locked thing.
songs
All right.
about how well Fritz opened this door. And Fritz, he opened the door.
So yeah, so Delivin's like, you open this door, and Fritz is like, just switches from like red to green.
You really know how to open a door.
Yes, the switching of the light from red to green and the little clicks are like music to your ears and to your vision, and you all know that now is your chance. And as you swing open this very nicely openable door, you
Like silently, like creep
Keeps
in.
opening
yeah.
doors up, bitches. Like,
I don't open it up and I'm like, it's alive with the sound of, like, I don't.
Opening
Actually, I will spend a plot point to say that we had all this covered, and I blew it up as like the thing blew up as it unlocked and opened, so it's all happening at once.
Yes. And at that point, a one of the turrets that is like a pop-up panel turret pops down upon somebody entering, and
this is something I was gonna do earlier, was try and disable some of this before we did any of that.
yeah, totally, yeah, that was
So
was
could I?
gonna be
No,
it.
it was, but
I
then
know,
we
yeah.
did aquarium thing for a long time. So could I spend another plot point to preemptively? Hey, wow!
Sure, you can spend a plot point to do that. Yes.
Yeah, some of the things we did earlier. That's the infiltration thing.
So it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
So
see,
another
negative
security
point.
roll. That's 7.
Nice.
I'm going to do that for the turrets.
Oz looks so intense right now.
He's either looking at the
I don't know
rules
what's
thing
happening.
I think he's trying to figure out if he should roll or not, or if he's trying to figure out if am I if I act like I'm upset at it, is he gonna use his edge, or if I
Either that or he's pondering his existence.
Yeah. Well, are you comfortable with this level of success?
perhaps I shouldn't have had that turkey today. I wasn't sure if it yeah, I'm gonna be okay with this one.
I want
I'll be okay with
to use
Wahaba.
edge on it.
I feel so bad for this man.
Do you?
Yeah. Dude, rolling like shit as a GM
Yeah.
sucks, because
Yeah.
then it's just kind of like...
Blow
Fuck.
through everything. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you you don't get any rerolls on this at all from your hacking? You don't get hacking?
Oh, I guess
hacking
I
rerolls?
would, wouldn't I?
I'm just
Make that
curious.
still 7.
Still 7. Okay, so the you did not realize that the protocols that you took down were decoy protocols. So actually, the turret still pops down and is starting to whir, and then starts hailing bullets in your direction. I need you both to make me some dodge tests, some defense tests, please.
Okay,
It's
Fritz
agility
is
plus
going to
logic.
jump in front of Deliverance.
Aw, how nice.
Oh.
Well, do I get a dodge roll first? Yeah.
You both get a dodged rolls.
Yeah.
And I use mine to jump in front of Deliverance, because I'm
Oh,
going to
so-
get hit no matter what. So,
Well, I believe that's one of the plot points where, if you're
I
trying to take
pre-edged.
damage for her.
sure, I will do such a thing.
Yeah, you can take the hint. I pre-edged, so add 3 to that. That's 6 successes. 6 successes. That's so easy to say.
6 successes.
6 successes.
It's like in 5th grade, I couldn't say insect without saying insects.
Yeah, Turbo did that for
Problematic.
your character last season.
Yeah.
Okay, so Deliverance, these bullets start tearing through, and you were expecting maybe that things could potentially go wrong as soon as you open this door, so you were just ready, and you just spring off to the side and enter this guest bathroom area off to the side, and just tuck and roll as these bullets are hailing into the hallway. Fritz, she's fine, so I need you to also make a defense test.
Well, then I guess I won't use my plot point.
Yeah,
Because it wouldn't have happened.
correct.
Unless you
Sorry, I
just
have all
take
this
rebels.
marked down, but it's just also covered in every other rule on planet Earth. Agility plus logic. Okay, okay, alright.
And this guest
Great.
bathroom has 2 doors in it. It's just one long sort of it's this one long kind of room. So it has multiple sinks,
It's too
and
fancy for everything.
yeah, multiple
Okay.
sinks, 2 private toilet stalls.
Okay.
Yeah. And
4 successes.
Large mirror, fancy lighting, marble gilded fixtures. Absolutely.
Oh, and I guess I would appear as soon as I jump in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, yeah, the invisibility has dropped on both of you. 4 successes?
Remember your foci.
Yes.
Deliverance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Fritz, you just...
Let me look up the automatic fire rolls.
Yeah, you take 8 physical damage as the bullets rip through your armor as you try and get out of the way and duck back into the... like you're just not quick enough because you're focused on all of this matrix stuff, and you were so confident that you had stopped this turret, and you so you take this damage as you duck into that bathroom right behind Deliverance.
Yeah, it's okay because it doesn't even tear up my armor. I still have 1 armor point left. I have taken no damage since entering this facility.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the joys of being that type of class.
And so as soon as he rolls in after me, I'm gonna cast invisibility on us again.
Okay, go ahead and give me that sorcery roll, please.
Sorcery. Oh, I ranked up my sorcery. Now, here's my question about my foci. My blood magic is my blood magic, does it rely on my focus, or is it just something I can do?
Yes, you have to use that that dagger is to use blood magic. So
And well, I don't have a dagger. I have a comic. My comic book is my focus.
You just give yourself paper cuts.
No, didn't you have a dagger or something that you cut yourself with? Isn't that the... I know that you have the...
There might
comic
be,
book
but
gives you like a special... What does the comic book focus do?
it gives me ignore wound modifiers on magic-related tests during self-sacrifice.
Right, but the self-sacrifice portion is part of like that. You need the...
I don't think so. The knife was never a focus.
I was gonna say, aren't your focuses like?
I think I did have a knife, but it was never a focus. I have a banishing focus, which is the cross, and the comic book focus.
The comic book, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So the comic book
you're right,
only
you're
if
right.
I'm ignoring.
That's
wound
right. Your
modifiers.
comic book was like the center of your... Yes. So yeah, so you're set... That's deactivated. So you would...
I would have to activate it to.
Yeah,
make
you
it.
would have wound modifiers on if you use it.
Okay. Okay, then I am, because I always have 3 wounds from the blood magic, so I am gonna drop a die to roll 14, 5 successes.
So you're cutting yourself to
Yeah,
acquire some blood magic.
I'm already bleeding. I took the damage a long time ago.
But isn't it like once per scene? Like the thing lasts a scene, right? Like this is a new scene. Like if you're gonna do this, you would have to cut yourself again.
So I have to do another 3 damage to myself?
You could do 1 to 3 damage. It's not cute. Blood magic is rough. You could just
So
handle
we've done
like
like
your
3
regular...
scenes in this building. So are you saying that I've been cheating this whole time?
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
I guess so.
No, but you've been getting healed and stuff, so I
Yeah,
don't...
but this damage has to heal naturally. So I thought like it doesn't specify that it's
Does it specify?
Oh no, it is this scene. You're right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what then? Okay. Well,
Exposed.
I'm
It's okay, don't worry about
I'm a cheater. Okay, then I'm gonna take I guess 2, because taking the full 3 is a bad idea. I'll take the 2. And I can re-roll that because that would drop me down 1 more die. Do you want me to re-roll?
Sure.
Okay, I will re-roll, and I'll also pre-edge, so I'll still roll 14. Oh, 8 successes to make us invisible.
I'm not even gonna bother. This is just, it's not salvageable. All right, so yeah, so this invisibility just, so as soon as you like, these bullets are ripping through, you duck in, and you just go, you slice, and like everybody just, both of you become invisible, just as security is bounding through the other door, trying to see who is caught in the trap, and they don't see anybody, and so they are pointing their Ares assault rifles into this room, looking around, trying to see if they spot something.
Heard the smoke.
And I think I'll spend a plot point. Yeah, spend a plot point.
I was about to ask a stupid question. I was like, do we get that plot point because you spent it?
No, that's not how that
And
works.
be like, shut up.
No, they go.
They go into the ether. I forgot his physical description. That was terrible. We'll just say I'll do some more research on the break. But a mage in like this trench coat turns the corner, and his eyes are just already glowing. He's like, "They're here," and upon that, the doors within the doors from the toilets, like, they bust open with 2 water spirits coming from those toilets, and we're gonna
Take our break.
And as they bust forward, Deliverance grabs at her cross focus and says, "Finally, more be like a banish."
All right, everybody.
Water spirits eat.
Fritz is like tucked between a cabinet and the toilet, and he's like, "Sit this one out."
So we'll see you in 10 minutes, everyone. So
All right.
enjoy your break, and we'll be back with more Join the Anarchy.
Same. Don't move that dial.
There's
Nobody
no
uses a
dials
dial
on Twitch.
anymore,
What?
boomer.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Join the Anarchy, the interactive and improvised Shadowrun Anarchy actual play here on the Shadowcasters Network. And we return as a mage with these like red-tinted glasses. Sorry about the noise, everybody, on my computer. My
Now,
headphones are acting funny. Okay.
rectangular or like Beatles, like circular? Because rectangular, the circular
Right,
glasses.
because this
I
is
can grab
important.
'em.
No,
Yeah,
they're
it
like
is.
they look like aviators.
Okay.
Yeah. And this, like, his hair is like long, kind of shoulder length, swept to the side. He looks Hispanic. He's got like all of these tattoos across his arms. He's got like I guess he's in a trench coat. Yeah, you would probably see though like tattoos coming up onto his neck from underneath his shirt. And like face tattoos as well, like little teardrops and shit. And then like his knuckles are bandaged, and underneath those bandages, or over those bandages rather, are a bunch of like cheap, tacky, thick jewelry. And yeah, so he goes, "Neither are Voltar, shoot to kill." And they start spraying the room. Can you both give me another defense test, please?
Split the party, they said.
Can you tell what guest character was made by a GM?
Yeah. This is
Rats?
Yes, this is Rats. This is
Rats.
Yes, Voltar would know this as this individual was hired by Copper Colton. Actually, would probably also know that Copper basically bought off his criminal sin, so it's no longer broadcasting above him.
Yep.
And yeah.
6 for me.
His name is
5.
Fury.
Don't get too attached to him.
Thanks.
I will destroy
You're welcome.
him.
No, here's the thing. When Eric prefaced, when he won the stream boss.
Oh yeah,
he prefaced by saying, "You're fucked." And I 100%
very clear about it.
I know how he works. Believe me, I fought fucking gods that sleep in the earth. I know how this works.
And I was there when it happened, and I can assure you, we're fucked.
So how many successes? I'm sorry.
We just lost the captain
6.
of the guard. We
5,
live.
6.
Okay. Deliverance, you're able to just like duck. But I don't even know what you would duck behind. You kind of like you probably like. I'm trying to think of like something that you would be able to hide behind in a bathroom.
She grabs the
Well, there's a
lid.
stall. Like, there's two stalls. Bathtub. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Like leap into the bathtub.
In the public. Okay.
Yeah, you just like hop into this bathtub, like, oh god, as like bullets are spraying this room, glass from the mirrors are shattering, lights are breaking. Fritz, you're just caught out here. You take another
Again?
Yeah. Assault rifle damage. 8 damage, 8 physical.
Gotcha.
So, these the water spirits are let's see. What do water spirits do?
Make things moist.
Ew.
They're water spirits. Don't give me that look.
Moist.
Did you like program a hotkey or something, Trav? Like you're just
No. It's very messy. It's a very messy meme that I keep having to fix every time I do it.
Okay.
Not to alarm anybody, but Fritz is fine.
Okay, so it doesn't. Okay, huh? Spirits of water don't have an engulf ability. Oh well.
They ain't no elemental.
Yeah. So, ooh.
Oh!
Thanks, Eric. The water spirits are going to just kind of flood the area as best they can, and just kind of like do this water wall going straight down. Like they join forces. One more defense test, please.
Oh god.
Anyway, here's water wall.
Okay, I pre-edge this, but I can't re-edge.
If you pre-edge, you can then post-edge. You just can't post-edge, then post-edge more.
Got it.
Also going to pre-edge. What's my life?
That's 8 successes.
The defense is, yeah.
Thank all of you for helping us out.
Yeah, for real.
Eric, thank you.
Sorry, math is just 13. Have I been? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Anyway, that's fine. Basic math, not my strong suit. Okay. So that's... Oh shit, I'm an idiot. 6 successes, because I pre-edged. Didn't type it correctly.
Using a point of edge. Goes boo. How do I only roll 1 success on this many dice?
You're just having a go of it.
Yeah.
It's because it's been prepping for how ridiculous this character is going to be.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, so this like wall of water, like these water spirits that have joined together into one big like tidal wave, just rush and like flood out the other, flood out the door, and they're whooshing back in. But like you both are able to just. Like, I guess, Deliverance, you, like, yank Fritz into the tub with you, because I only got, like, 3 successes. So, yeah, you yank, well, Fritz got 4. Yeah, so, you yank him into the tub with you, and so now I think is, a good time to, do turn order. So remember that you can spend plot points to jump ahead if need be. Deliverance. You're first.
Can I spend a plot point to take multiple actions?
We've
You can
done it
jump ahead.
before. We've done it.
Seriously,
We've
twice.
allowed like, you know, to like kind of do a second thing real fast.
Okay, I
but
wanna-
like
I wanna break rules.
I cap it at that for every round.
Sure. Okay, well, my best bet is to try to banish one of these mofos, I think. So now, what are the rules with using my focus?
You need to spend an action to activate it again. No, because the focus got deactivated.
Correct. Okay, that maybe isn't the best idea then. Because
So
that's going to
otherwise-
waste me for a turn.
Yeah, otherwise you would have to just do the usual test, the conjuring test. It's conjuring.
Without the
Without the bonus
benefit of
from
the
the-
banishing focus.
Correct.
Okay, that's probably best then. Okay, so I don't have that benefit. So normally I'm at 15. I'm down to 13
Oh
dice.
jeez. Here we go. Do it.
So I will attempt to banish one of these. I'm gonna pre-edge it. I might as well. 7, 8, 9,
Wow.
10, 11 successes.
Nice.
Wow.
I am comfortable with that level of success.
Yeah.
Let me see. What is it that they have to roll again when you banish them? Let's see. Banish.
Isn't it just will?
Use conjuring skill against the spirit's defense dice. Okay.
When
right. Okay, so 5 successes in one of them. So you got an additional. How many?
I had 11 total, so 6 net.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how much stun damage you deal.
6 stun damage.
It was it.
Sorry, I'm not sure how this works exactly. It was just the sorcery
Because
test.
we sort of like house ruled it. I remember the idea was because originally it's stun damage equal to the magician's willpower, but we thought that was just kind of lame. So I believe it was. Did we decide like willpower plus your net hits? I think that's what we decided.
That makes more sense to me.
Yeah. So, what is your willpower? Willpower plus
6?
it's plus 6.
12.
Describe how you banish this water spirit.
Ah, yes!
Oh, yeah.
So Deliverance, this wall of water like washes over the tub and attempts to like drown them. Deliverance takes her bleeding hand, the fresh blood, and dips it into the water that's collected in the bathtub as it like starts to drain down. And she takes it and she like kind of like throws it out at the spirit, and it this like red tinged water snakes around it, and it just sucks like it kind of this swirl closes in on itself and sucks it into nothingness.
Nice. I like that. Give yourself a plot point. I like that description.
Ooh, thanks.
And we all get a point of edge. Thank you, Nick Morgan.
Yay!
Yay!
All right.
I've already burned half of mine.
All right.
I've
So
been using it so much.
so one of the there were 2 water spirits. So like you sucked out like half of it. So this other one is still like swooping in. Fritz.
That was a good roll.
All right.
That
Fritz
was really
is
good.
going to duck behind a wall, for like get out of the bathroom and like duck behind like a wall to try and like get himself in a little cubby. And he may be invisible, but as he leans up against the wall starts to get painted a little red. And he's gonna look at himself and then like peer in and try and figure out what to do first. And he's going to pass out. Yeah?
So right now you're in that bathtub.
Well, I was in
And
the
it's-
bathtub. She was in the bathtub.
Yeah, we had said that during that like tidal wave, you were able to like get yanked into the tub to just like that's basically where
Oh.
you're both hiding out right now. to prevent like
I was trying
the
to get the
current
fuck
like
out.
so there's like suppressive fire basically just going like just
Okay.
bullets raining down this.
Okay. So I'm in cover in the bathtub, and then the bathtub is starting to turn red. And I'm going to pass out, and I'm going to attempt to hack the turrets again.
The turret in
Now
okay.
that I know that
Go for it.
now that I know the other one was fake. So that's 15 minus 2. I have 3 health, by the way, just so you know.
It's okay. You got a healer in this bathtub with you.
I have okay, so minus 2. That's boop boop boop. All right, that's dumb. I'm going to re-roll with an edge. Okay, 7 successes.
You you aim for this turret, you try to just have it shut off, and something is happening in the matrix that just keeps it like, it's almost like the codes that are used to hack it just keep like changing. They just keep shifting like smoke and mirrors basically, and you keep hacking the wrong thing and it's not taking out this turret.
Am I able to edge again after I already know the result?
But you already re-rolled.
I pre-edged. Oh no, I already
And
re-rolled.
then
That's
you
right. I didn't
re-rolled.
pre-edge.
So that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this isn't the
Yeah.
hacking attempt did not.
For some reason, I thought I pre-edged when I didn't.
Right. So the anyway, the point is the turret does not. Yeah, the codes are shifting around this turret, and yeah, it's super ultra high security. It's gonna be very challenging to take out, and so you might surmise that you have a better chance going the way of the gunfire, because those guns are probably less protected than this turret is. Voltar. So your perspective, your perspective, right? So you just like ducked behind a pillar. Everybody was about to investigate you. Then like the smoke has just like booshed into the gardens. So right now, like several people are like trapped in this smoke cloud and trying to get out. And you have good cover. I would say that things that you would see. You see one individual who like rolls out of the smoke cloud with this big like mono sword on his back, and another who like leaps out, and his legs are like contorted. Actually, I'll say her legs because I like this. Her legs are like contorted backwards, like in such a way where like her legs are basically like mantis kind of legs. Like they're shaped that way, not like actual legit look like insect legs, but they're shaped to do like that kind of hop. And so she just like lands like a fucking cricket, and is looking around and aims her gun.
Superhero landing.
Yeah. So I would say those are your two people right now.
Okay. All right. I'll pull out my no, actually. Do they both look in distress from the smoke, or are they just like eh?
Well, now that they're out of it.
Or...
Now that they're out of it, they're
fine.
Yeah.
Great. I'm not invisible anymore, am I?
Nope.
Correct. No.
No, you're
Correct.
not.
No. Yeah. Deliverance is only able to redo the invisibility on Fritz and Deliverance. And we just got another point of edge. Thank you, Grayson, for that generous donation.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
It's still my favorite name ever. For reasons. But Voltar will, kind of, you know, look at them, and, she immediately runs out at them, slides over on, like, the heels of her feet to her hip, pull out this guy's mono sword, and just cut this bitch in half. That's what I aim to do. This mantis leg lady.
So I'm sorry, repeat that. You're trying to take the mono sword?
Yeah, I run over.
Okay.
And slide on the ground because he's laying on the ground, and not like belly slide, but like on her hip basically, so she can unsheath it, pull out, twist around, and slice this.
Got it. So let's do this. First attack would be to, you know, we'll call the first attack to disarm.
Yeah. Sure. Disarm, but it's in his sheath. You said it was like on his back.
To like pull, to like yank the thing out. Okay. I'm still gonna make that a test. I mean, you're not just gonna be able to like.
I get it, because I'm gonna laugh so hard if I fail. What do you want me to roll for this? Just a straight close combat?
No, we'll make this, and let's see. Yeah, no, let's just make it just like agility plus agility.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pre-edge because we just got edge, and you know, why not?
Or I guess we could do strength and agility, because I can see strength being involved in trying to like make sure that you like put her in a position, or put this guy in a position where you can like yank the sword off his back.
Yeah, if he's not facing me, sure.
Yeah. Let's do that. So strength plus agility.
All right, that okay. I'm still pre-edging, so boop. 7, 8, and then I'm using my arms for this, so 9, 10.
10
successes.
No, I need to edge this. I can't just let you walk out with this mono sword.
I mean, you could.
No, I couldn't. All right, so you yank the mono sword off the sheath.
Yeah.
Roll 20.
And then
why dost thou hate me?
My second attack would
0
be
successes again.
Wow. My second attack would. How many dice was on that?
7 on the reroll? Yeah. 7 dice, 0 successes. Yeah, no, it's awful. It's awful. So, yeah, so you yank this mono sword.
Players. Yeah, and then I would like to slice this bitch up.
Go for it. Go for it. Give me a close combat test for that.
Will do.
And the damage on the mono sword is strength divided by 2 plus 3 physical.
That was a lot of words. Hold on, I'm pre-edging.
Okay. Now let's see if you hit, right?
Yeah.
I want you to have a mono sword so bad.
Did I roll? I did. Okay, and then my arms. 8, because there's no 4s in there. So 8 successes.
Right, yeah, totally. 8 successes, you said?
Yep.
Okay. How the
Do you want to refresh roll 20?
You need to start pre-edging and then edging more.
Even if I pre-edging, this is garbage. This is absolute fucking hot garbage. This is awesome. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you because you said 8 successes? Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your strength divided by 2 plus 3?
It doesn't round up, does it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Then it would be 2 because I have a 5.
3.
Or 3.
3 plus 3, 6. 6?
6.
Go ahead and add 7 net hits to that.
Jesus. Alright.
So that's 13 damage. Yeah, so 13 damage is you just like, boof, just slice this monosword and like hack off one of these things, like one of their legs.
Just up one of these legs, give her the death glare.
Yeah, and she just like shrieks and collapses as like all of this blood just like jettisons onto the glass floor of this tank.
I would like to stand, and as I imagine everybody's looking over to this shrieking, hopefully her father, because I just want to go, hello, father, as I stand.
Yeah, I dig that. Are you spending a plot point for Copper Colton to be there?
No, if he's not there, then he's not there.
It wouldn't be there.
He's watching though, and he can probably hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just extra fun detail. I want like the floor to be like lit from underneath, so it's got like this very like
that
light blue luminescent glow, and then the blood just like just splatters across. Oh, that's so cool. Okay.
Shark.
Totes.
Yeah, that shark is. Someone's going down that pit. Like, we all know that someone's gonna go down that pit.
All right. Jeez. All right, my turn. Okay, so is it not changing? There we go. In that same moment, the person with the monosword, or had a monosword, reaches back. It's not there. Goes in for a punch, trying to just like weave and dodge you to try and also disarm you. So can you go ahead and give me agility plus logic, please?
Yeah, I can do that. Was that a good laugh or a bad laugh?
I think he rolled badly again, so it's a good laugh for us, bad for him.
Oh my god.
I'm re-rolling.
This is like the...
Yeah, she didn't roll so good either.
That's true, she didn't.
But I'm re-rolling. 6 successes.
Okay,
Much else you got, Oz?
I don't care. I'm spending I have 3 left. Like, I had 4. I'm spending 1 now because I think I can beat this with the amount of dice that I can re-roll.
Oh yeah, it's beatable.
Well, you also, how many plot points you got? Where are all those glitch dice you were promising?
Ooh. Yeah, sure. Here you go. Have a glitch die.
It's like you forgot about it.
I know,
6.
it's true. It's like I did. And it's an
And
exploit.
you got an
Cool.
exploit. Yeah.
I got a total of 5 successes. You said you had 6?
I had 6.
Great.
And an exploit.
And an exploit. Go ahead and go ahead and attack this fucker back.
Sure.
Trying to take your brand new sword.
Yeah, it's mine. Finders keepers. Yes, 11.
Wow.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ, Voltar. I'm definitely re-rolling. 6 successes to attack.
He also got 6 successes, which means that that's a hit, because ties
Yeah.
go to the attacker
So,
in Anarchy, so base
4?
damage of 6.
Oh, okay, 6. I'm not gonna add the mono sword to my list yet.
Okay, then back in the bathroom, water spirit, whoosh, try and like spot, like you can tell Deliverance that this thing, it sees you in the astral, right? And so it's like, it can sense you, so it's just coming right at you. So there's a thing that we need to understand. Fritz is passed out, so Fritz does not get a defense test. So if you want, you can spend a plot point to take the hit for him.
Is this sorry, I missed it. I was, is this shots or
This
water?
is the water spirit. It's coming. It's gonna go for Fritz, because Fritz is the easy target right now.
Yeah, I definitely will take the shot.
Okay.
Take the hit.
So, here we go.
I felt your intention earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
The plan
Go
is
ahead and give
working.
me your agility plus logic, please.
Agility plus logic plus edge. That'll be 6 successes. That's about as good as I can do. I mean,
yeah, I don't.
If I reroll, there's low chance.
Even with my rerolls, whatever, I don't think this is gonna function. So yeah, so you managed to just like describe how you would like fend off a water spirit with your magiciness.
Okay, can I take a suggestion from the audience?
Sure.
Someone suggested that because these are toilet spirits, that they would be vulnerable to bleach. So I'm going to say that there's like a supply. No, because these are just water spirits. The water isn't vulnerable. The toilet water is not vulnerable to bleach.
Sure.
Are they vulnerable to highly absorbent cleaning materials?
Giant paper towels? Yeah, probably.
There are a few sponges in this facility.
Are there awakened sponges?
A giant sponge. Sure. Yes. If you could conjure a giant sponge.
Yes. Sponges are animals, so I could conjure a beast spirit. That is.
Awakened
I was gonna say
that's a check though. I was just trying to say like, how do you defend your?
The submarine had a sponge on it because it was cleaning the cage.
That's true. That's a good point.
No.
I'll keep that in mind.
No.
Okay. This is not my turn.
Trolling.
I will not take your turn away.
Not trolling. It's a cleaning bot.
It had it.
But it's not here. It's not here in this room.
Okay. Well, let me know if this is overstepping. Deliverance reaches out and like instinctively reaches out to protect Fritz, and then the blood that like her arms and hands, like they're just dripping, and it as she tries to fend off the spirit, the blood sort of crystallizes into like a shield that the water like whoosh, blasts onto, dissolves the blood, and then it sort of like drips onto Fritz. So he's bloody but not damaged.
Like it's like that wet. It's like that really really thin blood that's mixed with water.
Yeah. So like I'm imagining the blood blades, but not actually like it just sort of is like a halfway. Yeah.
I dig that. I dig that. That's awesome.
Okay.
And then let's see what else.
Cole suggested that, so I'm taking it.
The bullets. The bullets stop raining, and the I think they're gonna just like kind of hold their action. They're like gonna stay on Overwatch. They're waiting to kind of get and you hear the voice of that mage go, "We can wait here all day. Come on out."
In response, Deliverance
your turn.
takes the final remaining arm off her belt.
Oh, yeah.
And gently lobs the invisible arm in their direction and casts Corpse Explosion.
Yes.
Oh, this is
Roll it.
We're having fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so 15 minus
Should
1.
pre-edge.
Okay, this is a pre-edge. Ooh. So that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna reroll because I think this is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Although all of these have felt very important. So here we go. So 4 successes plus another 4, 5, 6. So
7.
10 successes.
Holy crap. All right. What is your base damage on it?
12 physical.
So 12, and you have 10 successes, you say?
I do indeed, yes.
Do we just win?
And I mean, I'm like I don't know if I imagine it's meant to be like a burst area of effect. I don't know.
I'm just mental
Explosion.
mathing.
Glitch die.
So that's I have a few plot points, and I don't know if I want to.
Friendly reminder that.
Yeah, totally.
Roll20's being an asshole, so.
It's being an asshole to me, just me.
Yeah.
So no.
I wanna. Yeah.
No, you can spend your own plot points.
This is our big moment.
You can spend your plot points
And
on a glitch die.
I will not have Roll20 make it easier on us. Okay, so.
Okay. Look, I mean, when you were looking at 22 points that I have to beat, please.
Well, you only have to beat the 10. It's the, but yeah.
Right, but then when it's the difference between their successes and that's the total. So really, we're looking at Bugs actually asks a great question. Does Chunky Salsa apply in Anarchy?
I'm not sure what that means.
Mathematically, there is no mechanic for it. Narratively, however, you lob this.
What's Chunky Salsa?
Oh, you're gonna find out. You lob this arm.
Let's get nachos after this, guys.
I don't know if I want to.
Explode it, and all of them, like, from the explosion, the explosion is so strong, and then it shatters all of the mirrors and all of the glass in this bathroom, and it just sends it right back at them as extra shrapnel. And then the chunks of rock from like not rock but like brick and cement that are in that bathroom and marble like bounce off other parts of the walls, which then send those flying at them. And basically like you just turn that entire you turn all of that security, including that mage, into like Chunky Salsa. Like you peer out and there is literally nothing but just bloody guts. Not even body parts for you to blow up. Like it's all just gone. All of it exploded. All of it.
Deliverance feels this insane burst of exhilaration and hates herself for it.
I'm so bad.
It feels so good, but damn it.
Fritz.
So how many people are left?
So all of the like human security in this place
Bathroom's
just
clear.
exploded?
Yeah, bathroom is clear.
Okay.
Oh yeah, bathroom.
Well, despite the immediate human threat being gone,
I'm sorry, bathroom is not
My
clear.
name-
There's still that one water spirit.
yeah.
But,
Well, I can't do anything about that. My name is Thomas Fritz Mueller. I have become the only Matrix specialist who has killed a Master Shadim. I will not be defeated by some douchebag's home security. I'm going to hack his turret. I'm going to shoot him in the dick with it. So I'm going
Feels
to
unnecessarily
pre-edge,
personal.
and then I'm going to edge more.
okay.
It's
So,
squared.
this is
I hear bugs. Jesus. I'm being attacked by bug spirits at home.
that's 6 successes, and then I'm going to edge more.
Uh-huh.
So that's 10.
Nice.
10 successes to hack the turrets.
All right. So you're standing there in the Matrix watching as all of these codes are just like keeping you from getting to like its nice glitchy center. And then you find just the right time to jump in and like Indiana Jones just miss these 2 pieces of code and you like bash into the code and just tear that shit apart. And this turret is yours.
Yeah!
Bam!
Okay.
We have so much edge.
Glitch.
That is why this is going well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for you. I have 3 health. And 1 edge. And 1 plot point.
I'll heal you. You're fine.
I am going.
Hear you.
Are there any threats in my peripheral of this turret? Do I have access to all the turrets or just this one?
Just this turret.
Okay. Is there another turret in my vicinity?
We said the turrets would be positioned at like strategic points, right? So there would be
So
one
no.
by the door,
Okay.
one by the balcony maybe that's like covered in smoke, and then one by a panic room area, which I think would be hidden from the front door. Like you wouldn't be able to just see it from there.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Are they triggered when anything that isn't allowed in the room? Are they like either way you enter? Do they go off, or are they triggered by like, oh, I'm gonna open up the balcony and sneak in? Because the first turret that Fritz just hacked into was triggered by the front door opening.
Correct. Yeah, you know that.
So, are the other ones deactivated right now? Because no one's entered?
know. They're not shooting anything right now.
Fair.
Okay. I'm going to set this turret up on a program that will allow it to automatically detect whether or not just the three of us are safe. If Copper Colton walks in front of it, it will shoot him in the knees. And if anyone else walks in front of it, may God rest their soul.
Great. The turret aims at the giant amorphous thing that's running around inside, that's like sloshing around in the bathtub. I mean, in the bathroom.
Amorph? Oh, the
water spirit.
Wait, but it's a spirit. This thing can shoot
It's
spirits?
manifested.
Oh,
If it's manifested, it's fair game to be shot at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then annihilate it.
Yeah. They just have like immunity to normal weapons, so it won't be as effective, but it'll do something.
Yeah.
Voltar.
There's still people in front of me that are alive, right?
Actually, give me 1 second. If you have it on an if we say that your hack is to get into it and give it the automatic, because like we usually do like a bunch of rolling up together of stuff, I'll allow the thing to shoot. So
cool.
Go ahead and give me like
Hacking plus hacking?
yeah, I
if
mean
I'm allowing it to do it by itself,
right?
Does it get its own thing?
Right. So it would roll. What did I use to roll? It used. It was 12 dice to roll. Can you attack?
1.
Can I give Fritz edge in his narration, or does it have to be my turn?
No. The team player thing.
We found out your thing was immediate. Yeah.
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 Whatever
I guess the description would be Voltar sees this turret. Its personality change a bit, I guess, and I'll give you a point of edge, and she's a little hopeful now that that's out of her way. And she'll fuck you, Mike, and she'll tell the team, ask them if they're okay and everything, and you guys are doing great, blah blah blah.
All right.
That'll give it 5 successes instead.
All right. Cool. So that is 5 successes total.
Mhm.
I see. Okay, so that is just barely a hit. So the base damage of the weapon was 8, and it is reduced by an amount.
All right, turret 12d6, 8 damage. So I have that marked down. So you can just ask me the weapons stuff, and I can tell you.
Love it. All right, now Voltar's turn.
Okay, are the 2 people in front of me still alive?
Yes, they are.
Mantis legs and guy who doesn't have a sword.
Yeah,
now?
Mantis Leg's pretty fucked up. Like you could probably finish him off with one last hit, finish her off with one last hit. The swordsman needs to be taken down a peg.
That's fine. I'd like to cut off her other leg then. Please.
Okay, go ahead and roll your close combat.
More grenades!
Yeah. I still have that chum, by the way, for you. Yes. And then...
You guys are terrible people, by the way.
Truly.
I'm gonna reroll that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 6 successes.
Nah, it's fine. You get, you have 2 net hits, so that's how much?
With the monosword, it's 3, and then 3 times 2. What? What was it?
Okay, the base damage of your mono sword should be 6. It's strength divided by 2 plus 3.
Okay.
Okay?
3.
Cool. So
Yeah.
you're at 6.
Yeah.
Plus 2, 8 damage. Okay, describe the kill.
Okay. Okay. You know, yeah, okay. Alright, I'll add flourish to it. As this mantis lady is on her other stub of her leg, Walter cuts off her other leg, and she's kind of level to her now. Like, her mantis lady's head is to Voltar's chest height level. And Walter takes a step back, and she just cuts off her head, and she'll turn to the swordsman.
Nice. All right, go. Give me another close combat. So it's just like a wah. She falls down like on her pelvis, like smatters all of this blood and like intestines onto the glass, and then you just like wah. Head gets lopped off into the smoke, and there's just a torso that's left. It's just standing.
That's super gross.
You know those videos that people do where they like sword and they have a bunch of candles like get wiped out, or like they flick off a cap. That's what you do.
So nice.
Behead and like body just stays put.
All right, and then I'd like to attack this.
Yes,
guy
please.
as well.
Close combat.
Boop, boop. 7 successes, and I'm comfortable with that. Even if I
No, Oz, I feel your pain.
I feel
know,
like
I know how it
next
is.
session we're gonna get the pain, and he's gonna be rolling awesome. So.
Right.
I've already gotten the pain, so.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I want to hold on to this edge. These people don't mean shit to me. Whatever. So you got 3 net hits, so that's 9 damage.
Yeah.
All right, so you like finally get a good like pierce into this guy's armor, and just pull out, and like all this more blood like splatters onto the, like there's just blood and body parts that are just like,
oh, these sharks are having a field day.
that are like they're going on the glass of the water, right? And some of it just like is starting to dribble down into the shark tank, so all of these sharks are just like because that's what sharks do, right?
Please give
I was gonna say, have you seen a shark before?
Nom, nom, nom.
All these sharks with their fingers, where they're like,
I'm a shark. Blood is so delicious. My favorite drink is a Bloody Mary.
It's a lone shark, so he's just down there. He's like, give me your money.
So, if this mage is dead, is its spirit still sticking around?
So, funny story. The spirit is part of that feng shui bit, so it's like it's connected.
Okay.
Yeah, you realize that if this thing is still going around, like all this spirit is connected to the house, to the apartment in some way, which means that there might be other spirits that get triggered.
Feng shui spirits. That's just
cool.
Genius.
So Water Spirit is going to try and attack Fritz again.
Taking it!
Take it. All right. Thank you for that plot point. And let's do it.
Okay, what do we got?
Eric has such a good
Agility
outlook.
plus logic, pre-edged. That'll be 8 successes, my friend, on 9 dice. You are welcome.
Yeah. This Water Spirit it seems slow to hit, but it's hard to hit also. Like, it's hard to hit it. So like you seem to be able to just like kind of just keep bashing this thing away and like splitting it and with your blood shields and protecting Fritz. But you're noticing like this, the way that it moves is just very slippery.
Okay.
All right, Swordsman is going to try again to disarm Voltar.
Okay.
He's already rolling less due to the wound
Agility and
modifiers.
logic?
Yep. I can handle that. Good.
4.
Are you comfortable with this level of success?
No. I really want this sword. I'll re-roll again. That leaves me with my base edge. It's 2 out of 2. So,
Why are you calling me?
5 successes.
5 successes. I too got 5 successes, and the aggressor wins ties.
Barely.
Yeah.
Finally, you won.
I know, just barely. Guy,
You did it!
yeah.
Kappa
So
Klappa's in the
Guess what?
chat.
You're
Kappa
not gonna
Klappa's
have
in the
that for
chat.
long.
thank you.
Kappa Klappa's for Oz.
Grabs this mono sword,
Uh-huh.
flips it around,
Uh-huh.
and you suddenly see like this this magic core, like some kind of like this, just this, you feel it, it's like a shudder almost, just courses into this guy.
Oh.
And he and like you realize this is that butler, the adept butler.
Oh. He's fun.
Yeah. And so now that he has his sword, he gets an extra
Yeah.
attack, and he's going to sling at you. So go ahead and give me another agility plus logic, please.
Good luck, motherfucker.
Oh, that's this. I have to edge this. I have to.
I'm re-rolling.
The butler takes off his mask and it's Keanu Reeves.
I have 6.
We've got a city to burn.
We've got a
Okay, how many total?
6.
6?
Yeah.
All right, and that's after you edged?
Yes.
Okay, I got... Hold on. Is that right?
15.
14.
Keanu doesn't need to roll. No, Keanu wins.
Oh, right, yeah. So I rolled, and then I re-rolled. Okay, so I got 11 successes.
Jesus.
So that's 5 plus 11 damage he just like takes this.
I have that physical defense, so I don't take 11. I take 9.
But yeah, this does it cut through your armor?
What, the
Finishes your armor?
defense?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
with the -2, my armor's down. So it's
Yeah, so he like slings
yeah.
his sword around and just does like a slash right across your front, and like just all of this, like it just pierces through your armor. It breaks it open. Like your body parts are exposed under your metal plating, and like just this blood, your blood now is streaked on this glass floor. And I believe that's going to be everybody on my side. I should bring in someone else now from the smoke.
I was gonna say, the smoke has to be dispersing now. There's a giant open thing.
Yeah.
I mean, how much time has passed, really? Like, it's been a long time for us, but in game.
A few minutes, probably. We said there were... I can't seem to find anybody, like, I can't seem to find how many... Oh yeah, 4 executive securities. So 1, 2, 3, and the 1 remaining, the sword. No, that's the death bodyguard. So there's probably 1... Okay, so there is 1 more. Out from the smoke comes a...
Oh shit.
hulking, like this dude with like these hulking massive bio arms. Like, think the Hulk. This guy is, and like in his chest, and just his, like, this dude is just, this is a human who has just been like modified to stand tall, and he this is gonna be fun. He unsheathes his arm off his body and reveals like this long bone blade, like his
so
metal
cool.
blade, and he spots you, and he's gonna lunge at you. So go ahead and give me a...
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's metal as fuck.
I'm spending a
man
plot
is
point for
this?
that, because this is still this is another one of these BioWare fucks.
This is just, so you just made that up out of your ass?
Yeah, I'm setting
That's
a plot
not
point for it.
Okay, no, that's what I'm saying is like no one, like we didn't have someone who spent time working on that, who wrote in, who has like worked with you. You
No,
just
no,
pulled
no.
that out of your
I
ass.
totally just pulled that out of my ass.
That's fucking metal. I love it.
Well done, Oz.
Yeah, sort of like Turbo Raptor. I can see
Turbo
it,
Raptor.
yeah.
Still haven't seen that show.
Oh, you
Is he
should.
attacking me?
I
Yes,
saw a little
he
bit of
is.
it and I was like, it's a bit too dark for me right now. Because I am an old lady.
I still use Discord.
Itty bitty walking space.
Yes.
Guys, when are we gonna get to fight a giant enemy crab?
5 successes.
Okay, so this hulking figure, after tossing his arm, just like lunges at you and just misses your throat, like. And
she stumbles back a bit.
yeah, and like his blade, literally just like slices through a column, sending like chunks of rock onto the glass as you evade him. And last but not least,
Yeah, sorry.
I do need to send in one of these since I've just noticed them.
Why won't you
You
die?
He looks like I heard it. That's what got me.
Have you heard of the high elves?
Deliverance, you hear a little whirring sound, and when you peek out,
great.
you see this. You see a cleaning bot, a little Roomba, streaking blood and guts across the floor, and as soon as it spots you, it sends like an electric shock, trying to like.
Through the water.
I was just imagining little arms come out and it just starts wheeling little swords.
Yeah. It has like this
Is
little
it
like.
Billy? Fuck.
No. This one actually functions.
I love that little
Fuck.
Fuck.
So go
Now,
ahead and give
this
me
Roomba-
agility plus logic, please.
In order for this Roomba to see her, it would have had to enter the vicinity of the turret, right?
Yes.
Fair point.
Yes.
Fair game.
Really? How are you
Okay.
feeling about that?
Well, I rolled 2 successes.
Yeah, you did.
I'm gonna let that ride.
Ballsy.
I'm low on edge. I've used a lot of it.
Ballsy.
Like a lot.
Ballsy. I only rolled 1 success, so you're good. Electricity
Ballsy.
electricity like just you'd like duck just barely out of the way as this electric arc and just like knocks the shower curtain like, or no, he would have shower curtains. What kind
He lives alone. Come on.
Yeah, no. But this has to be like a fancy
glass,
bathroom,
he's got
right? It's glass,
Oh,
yeah.
it's like that glass, yeah.
Yeah. It just like this electric shock just like knocks the glass pane like off and like lands like just kind of like on its side on Fritz.
Counterpoint.
Uh-huh.
Nothing in here is intact anymore. There was 2
the
giant
glass-
hails of gunfire in this bathroom. No glass.
That's fair.
stand.
That's fair.
The glass
Like-
also shattered. That's what killed all
Well,
the
you were in the
dudes.
bathtub. You threw the arm that away. And that's
Yeah, but
all
they
the shit that
shot.
exploded.
They were shooting at us all over the bathroom.
That's
I mean,
true,
it's
I
whatever.
guess.
But like,
Well,
yeah.
okay, fine. Electric shock just like busts the. Fine, this is better. The electric shock busts the shower fixture and sends water just like spraying all over Fritz and Deliverance, and it's just like washing the blood off of Fritz's like the
Nice.
shape of Fritz's body, the outline.
I see this as an absolute win.
Yeah. Totes. Deliverance.
What's going on with the spirit?
It's still around.
Not dead yet.
Did it not attack us?
It
Or did I just miss
did.
it?
No, you jumped in front of it. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, you jumped in front another time, and you got. a
Oh,
lot
that
of
was
successes.
this. Oh,
Yeah, I
geez,
did like a
feel
lot of
that was
hopping back and
15
forth.
minutes
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, I did some hopping back and forth, yeah.
Yeah, the turret's gonna shoot the Roomba, just so you know, because you're really the only thing equipped to take out that spirit. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to focus on the spirit. Okay, well, I'm just going to try banishing again using my sorcery, and I am going to pre-edge. So here we go. That'll be add 4 to that, 9 successes.
Bokeh.
Okay.
Okay. You got
Do it.
3 net hits.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
9 total.
okay. And that just goes straight to its stun track. So, so
I wish we all had zoom features on our cameras.
Just download Logitech software. It's really easy.
all right. So yeah. So your crucifix like glows as you try to as you send this like the old exorcist ways of the Catholic Church, the Christian Church, sorry, rather. Well, yeah, do Christians exercise or it's just Catholics? It's just Catholics, isn't it?
Christians kind of.
Christians kind of do it.
We'll go with yes.
And so
They call
Depends
it
on the gym.
all right, fine. Well, anyway, so yeah, so you do like an incantation, you quote a Bible verse, and launch it at this water spirit, and it just kind of like hisses in steam, and then like the steam droplets just like slide off of the mirror, like whatever glass remains on that mirror and like on the countertops, these marble countertops, and just like coalesces back into a shape again. So you haven't actually finished it off, but you did a lot of damage to it.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fritz.
All right. So Fritz, the turret is going to start shooting the Roomba. So the turret by itself is shooting the Roomba
Got it.
right now. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
So that's 6 successes.
Okay, well this thing's just a Roomba, so you got 5 net hits.
5 net hits. That's 11.
Yeah, go ahead and describe
No,
how
I'm
you.
sorry, not 11. It's more than 11.
Yeah,
but
it's way more. Go ahead and describe how you blow this shit up.
It's a fucking Roomba
Yeah,
that
exactly.
walked into a turret. So the turret's like, and just like it's not even a hail of gunfire. It's like, pew pew, and it goes,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
fuck.
Fact.
Just imagine somebody's like controlling it with a remote control and it's just like shit.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm,
It's like
mhm.
it's like if you had one of those little like fighting robots that people do,
Yeah.
and then you sent it towards like a tank.
Yeah.
You're like, let's get him. No, it's not.
Tote.
Yeah, but it's just
I loved that show.
yeah, and then Fritz is gonna like sit up in the tub a little bit and just kind of do a biotech check to try and recover a little bit.
Okay. So you're healing yourself,
Yeah.
busting out the good old med
4.
kit. All right, yeah. So you heal 4 physical damage.
I imagine Fritz is like that dog in that gif where there's one dog in the car that's all like happy, and then the other one comes up in the window and he looks like he hasn't slept in days.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you know what?
That's Deliverance and Fritz.
Okay, so I removed the last 2 and I'm good. Okay, sorry, I forgot to add the -2 to my roll, but if I did that, it would still just remove the ones that were successes. But
Right.
it's the only roll I forgot that on. But
No worries. Okay. So you heal yourself, Voltar.
yeah.
Yes. I
So this you have this dude who took the sword
yeah.
and slashed you
Sword
across the
down.
chest, and another giant muscle hulking individual.
I would like to, as I'm clutching my wound, Voltar kind of steps back a bit, somewhat wobbles back, taken aback from the sword just ripping through her armor.
I want to add one thing. I of course need to add the extra detail that like you're all fighting over this opening to the shark tank.
Yeah.
You're fighting around it. Cool.
Cool.
And the blood is dripping into the water, so like all of these sharks are just swimming.
Yeah. Okay. I want to get rid of this one guy first. I want to step around to the side of the mono sword dude, and I would like to try getting behind him.
Okay.
And kicking him into the other guy, and hopefully he'll just stab himself with the other guy's blade. That's what I imagined.
Oh, I see. You're trying to like, gotcha. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds cool as fuck. Go.
Yeah,
Do it.
exactly.
Do it.
Yeah.
Give me that close combat.
All right, cool. Close combat. That's that. Da, 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 da. Oh. Hold on.
Brr.
I'm using my arms and legs.
Arm.
I'm re-rolling.
Arm.
Ooh, 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, you got.
That's my last edge, by the way.
Okay. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to use my edge like that. Okay, you got 1 net hit.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So you this was on the swordsman, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you kick the swordman in the back,
Yeah.
or I guess, well, he did a slash, and I guess in that.
Yeah, I would imagine because Voltar steps aside and she's wounded and she's aiming to get behind him. So I'm thinking either going between his legs and standing up and just straight leg kicking him, or
Yeah.
top it, like vaulting over him and then kicking him.
Yeah, the point is you do some crazy acrobatic shit around this guy, kick him in the back, send him sprawling as this other giant beast of a man is like rushing, like and just like gets rammed into this dude's arm sword.
Yeah.
And dies, and then like the Hulk seeing that, like, you know when people like take their swords and they like they flick the blood off of it, he does the same thing, but it's a body that just like gets clumped to the ground, and like the sword like just like teeters. And I'm spending a plot point. It
I hate you.
bloop into the water, into the shark tank.
Damn it.
Worth it.
Because I have another attack. Can I attempt to grab that sword before it falls in?
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll say that the plot, like, it's teetering, it's about to flood. Yeah. Because it's part of your turn.
If I fail, it's gone.
Gotcha. Yes. Fine. I'll give you a save.
Okay.
I'll give you a saving throw.
Okay, thanks. Would that just be agility? Agility plus agility, or
I think this is athletics for sure.
Okay. Cool.
The only role Oz is gonna get tonight is denying someone joy. The oligarch of.
I got 3. Also, thanks Eric for those bits.
Yeah, thanks.
I can't re-roll.
Eric.
But you know what? I'm gonna, since I have 2 plot points, I'll give myself a glitch die. Well, no, I wanna know what the consequences. No, I'll give myself.
No, I can't tell you that. You have to decide.
Yeah. I'll give myself a glitch die, just in case. Ha! 5!
Aha!
Ha!
Okay.
Ha!
So you
I really want the sword.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to dive after sharks to get it.
So you see this sword like just swirl, like just spin out of control along this glass, and it's about to fall in the shark tank, and you just like leap for it, skid under. Like, I imagine like this cool tracking shot of you like sliding across this like blood slicked floor just past this guy's like arm sword as he's trying to like swipe at you. Pick up the sword, just like skim the water as like a shark is like and you and with the exploit, go ahead and give me a lunge attack.
Yes.
For the to Muscle Hulk.
All right.
Meat Palace security guard.
6 successes. Am I using my legs for this? I am lunging, I guess. I'll put it in there just cause. Haha! 8 successes.
Yeah. So he's this dude is he's pretty lumbery, so you have much more mobility on him than he would. So you got 8 successes, you said? That's 4 net hits.
Damn.
So that's 10 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So you hack across this dude's
Just like side or back because he was aiming to swipe at me.
Yeah. You grab. I'd say like you slice like into like across his rib.
Yeah.
And you notice like that the skin on this guy is just really tough, and it doesn't slice as much as you were hoping, but it still does a good chunk of damage. Good chunk of meat damage.
Walter will take that into account, and she'll slowly stand up and position herself behind the hole of the sharks.
Right, and he's just like crack neck, and he's gonna try and like uppercut his sword into your face. Go ahead and roll that defense, please.
That's a fucking Mortal Kombat thing if I've ever heard of it.
This guy knows that he's not allowed to kill her, right? He's gonna uppercut her with sword arm, but he knows he's not allowed to.
Yeah, you say things.
Yeah. I imagine wherever Copper is, he's just like, fucking, what are you doing? Like, 7.
7?
Yeah.
I rolled like shit. So, yeah. So he just like it's like a total swing and a miss, and he's. Yeah, I mean, it's true. He shouldn't be using. This isn't working for him, right?
Hey,
so
Oz,
yeah.
roll a glitch die for me. Oh. Well, I was hoping that you would fail and you would fall into the shark pit. So
That's good.
Right.
That was a good thought.
Hey,
Right. So
the last plot point.
yeah, no. So he
the last fight.
right. So he does like it's a swing. It's a miss. But for an exploit.
I can think of something, but I just got my mono sword and I don't want to lose it.
Right. No, of course. No, I don't want to.
Yeah.
After that swing, I think he's gonna just like do a side sweep kick and just poof, just launch you across the room into the gardens, like past all of this like smoke that's starting to like
into the Zen guard. Oh, I like totally drag on the sand and I ruin all the beautiful waves.
Yeah. Yeah. And like this, so it's like sand and like dispersing
That's the real
smoke.
tragedy here.
We have to check on Volta.
Ah! It's fine.
Water spirit is the water spirit's still active, so it is going to give another splashy splash attack. I think this time it has beef with deliverance, right? So it's gotta
Yeah,
finish.
it knows I'm gonna fuck it up.
So
Okay.
it's gonna try and go for
banishing
you.
me? No.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, you tell that water spirit if he's got beef that I'm a vegetarian and I ain't fucking scared of him.
Okay, that'll be 2 successes.
Never mind, I'm a little scared.
Are we comfortable?
I'm letting it ride.
All right. No, I shouldn't spend a glitch die. I don't need to do a glitch die. So you take 9 stun as
It's
this.
stun.
It's stun damage, yeah. So as the water just like you're not able to block it in time, and the water just like rushes and it just like bashes you up against the marble interior of this bathtub. Like just jolts you around,
okay,
and like and then the water
excellent.
like grabs you,
Oh,
just kind of like
great.
swirls around you, grabs you, and like bangs your head up against the bathtub. Wang.
Okay, so
Yeah.
rules question.
Yeah.
If my stun track is -3 and my physical track is -1, am I at -4?
Correct. Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Stacks.
It
Cool.
does stack.
Except not cool.
You like knock the fuck out now?
No, you don't.
No, I have 2 stun left.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just talk about the modifiers.
Are
Yeah.
you dead? What happened?
No, just talk about the modifiers, the wound modifiers.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
I believe that's everything. Deliverance.
Okay, I will use my final point of edge to fuck this spirit up.
Yeah, banish it.
Damn, I wish I had my focus. Oh well, it's only usable once a day, so it's not worth burning a thing. But I'll pre-edge. Okay, I need to do a little bit of math here. So, 3, 12 plus 2 is 14, 10 dice, and I'm pre-edging, so 11 and 4 succeed. Oh god. 7. How's a 7 feel?
That's pretty good. It looks good.
Oh, it's good. Describe how you banish
Yes!
the spirit.
Okay, so it washes over me and like boom, 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 bashes me around this like place that's littered with sharp objects and little cuts and stuff start like going all over her body, and so Deliverance kind of like woozily puts her head up, and the blood in all of her cuts starts to like, it drips down and starts to coalesce into like a ball of like bloody water, and she pushes it towards the spirit with her last bit of effort, and it goes right where the spirit's heart would be if it was a living thing, and just like explodes it into 1,000 bloody droplets.
Nice.
Bam!
Nice.
Oh, that's a good feeling.
Did Fritz.
Okay. You said so this big cyber boy, he just has like, it's cyberware on his.
No, it's all BioWare.
It's BioWare, so it's not hackable.
Correct.
Okay. No, nothing about him has any cyber. It's all BioWare.
No, but and I'll spend the plot point for this because
Well, if it's not, I have an equally good idea.
Yeah. Okay. No, you go.
That it would also require a plot point on my part. I'm going to spend the plot point.
Yeah.
Fritz wraps himself up, and now that the spirit is gone, he like pats Deliverance and says "Dunker," and he crawls out of the bathtub, and he pulls this rifle for like that's strapped onto his back because he still had that rifle from earlier.
What rifle?
The one he picked up like an assault rifle like floors ago.
Okay.
Like when we fought.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And so he kind of like staggers into the room with this giant motherfucker. And there's dead bodies. There's blood everywhere. And there's blood dripping into the shark thing now because the pool has reached this opening and is now dropping everything. And the explosion. So this is the plot point. The explosions and all the gunfire has cracked the glass. Like, there's no way this place is intact after all of this crazy shit.
Okay.
Is that safe to say? Because people in the chat were saying like you could break this glass with like a sharp point, and that's definitely happened.
Okay.
So the glass. So
it's like spider cracking.
Glass is cracked. Right. So it's spider cracking, and Fritz is going to stagger into the room in front of this thing.
Yes.
And he knows he's not going to be able to kill it, and it's got a big wide stance. So he raises the assault rifle, and then lowers it and shoots right between his legs to hit the glass again as this fucking bio tiger shark breaks through and grasps this motherfucker from behind and big the Samuel L. Jackson's him from Big Blue whatever. I forget the name of the movie, but yeah, but with better CGI.
Big hulking mushroom. Yeah, it just like gets tonked into the water in a big, unceremonious, bloody splash.
Yeah, and it was his last. It was his last bullet.
Bloody.
So DPC, thank you.
Yeah, red water. The red just like puddles under around that hole. Yeah.
And it was the last bullet in the AR, so he just tosses that on the ground.
Excellent. And with that, you have cleared all of the security
Yes! That we know of so far.
that you know of so far.
We have an appointment with Copper Colton.
You hear on intercoms, "Get the hell out."
Volta, are you okay?
I am fine.
And she's like walking back and she's brushing off sand. And
I have more Ares. Yeah, I have more Ares security coming on its way. As you all go deeper into this this luxurious Asian-inspired Asian. It's like, modern, sleek, very like Zen kind of
black,
home.
red.
Yeah, black, red, white, and just like
Modern.
gold,
say
gilded.
Oriental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You spot. You look around. Voltar's emerging from the smoke. Deliverance and Fritz, you're emerging from this like blown to shit bathroom, and you meet around, like, now, circumvent that glass, circumvent that shark tank, right, and go deeper into Colton's home. You spot the giant safety door of his panic room.
Okay.
And a turret drops down.
Fritz would have seen, like, he was obliterated by a turret before. He would have seen this before we got here, right?
Yes. What I'm saying, though, it does not fire at this moment. It's just basically like, it's just a warning.
Mm-hmm.
So Copper Colton, again over the intercoms, says, Voltar, I don't know what you think you're doing, but you are I'm trying to think, what is the term in the military for like disobeying rank? It's like
insubordinate?
Insubordination. Yeah, this is insubordination.
While Voltar collects her thoughts, I have an idea. Let me know if I can do this. I want to conjure a spirit, but I don't want it to be a single spirit. I want it to be a swarm of bugs to go underneath the door, like to get to like and get. I want to. I do that.
No, I mean this door is like, it's like a safety, like it's sealed, right? Panic rooms, like if you've ever seen Panic Room, it is sealed. Nothing is getting in, just like gas or anything like. Yeah. But
now let me know if I can do this.
Well, let me finish my thought though.
Okay.
But the escape pod that you blew up is part of this panic room.
Safe room. That's right. So there is that giant gaping hole where the escape pod was. I was just gonna say Fritz is gonna move like 2 feet to the right, so he's behind a wall and away from the turret.
Fair.
So he's in cover.
So there's not a giant gaping hole in this panic room.
There's a door, like there's a hatch that would have gone to the escape pod, which is now exploded. So yes,
he's
there is
in a room that is exposed to the exterior of this 308th floor.
Yes.
Oh shit, man. Okay, you know what? Same thing. I want to. Can I get a swarm of little bugs of spirits?
I would
Basically,
say
I want
not.
them to crawl
Let's
around.
not do bugs because that has a lot of implications.
Okay.
Well,
That's fair.
You're afraid of Colton's
It's more
feelings?
flavor than anything. It's just a beast spirit, and
yeah, no. There's a
reinterpret.
huge. Don't do bugs. Don't do bugs. That has a very bad connotation. Don't do it. Like it has just.
Cool.
It's a
But
totally different kind of
yeah.
magic, and you don't want to.
You got it.
It's not. That's not you.
Okay, then I'll get an air spirit
Mm-hmm.
to like. No, I can't do that because of the mana barrier. Okay, I will stop and I will think and I will let Voltar respond because it's her moment, not mine.
Hold on. Voltar just kind of stares at this door and simply states, I am not your puppet, nor your guard or military ranking.
That much is clear. You understand that I'm going to have to strip you of Ares citizenship.
Like I care.
Clearly. Do you even understand what I'm trying to accomplish? What we should be accomplishing together?
You are trying to bring back my sibling from Chicago, like you did with me.
I see you've come across some interesting information.
I have my ways.
Voltar, this is your sister. I can help her.
Was my sister.
I can still help her.
You tried helping me, and look how that
I
got
did
you.
help you.
You think that you would take her from Chicago and change her into what I am?
Change her.
Would you make her a male, like you did with me? Change my gender? My name? Brainwash her?
I will do whatever it takes to bring her back from what she is. She's an abomination. You are not an abomination. You are better now. You are what you wanted to be. At least what I thought you wanted to be. Perhaps I overstepped. But I did what I had to do for my children.
You are doing this mission without me then. Find another team to run it. You will leave my family alone.
Your family.
That's right.
Give yourself a moment to reconsider what you are saying. Because if you decide to disobey and to just leave everything that we have worked for, you will be excommunicated from this family. From everything that you have ever been. Anything that I could ever give you. Anything that makes you better and stronger and faster and saner. I fixed you. Do you even remember anything?
I remember the pain that I went through. I wanted to keep my legs, and you didn't allow me to. I am okay with leaving and starting a new life with my family. After all, you made my life. I get to make my own.
Very well then, if that is your choice. At which point, the announcements that have been like flashing throughout the building for your bounty, that's been like Voltar's picture of captured goes to dead or alive.
Fritz is like leaning up against this wall. He may have patched himself up, but there's still bullets inside of him. And he's like, he's just kind of like leaned up against the wall, and he kind of leans a little bit out and says, "Copper, from one failed father to another, I ask you to perhaps reconsider what you've got brewing here, because I can tell you that it's probably not going to end well. That's not me threatening you, but I'm not the one that you've scorned and ruined. I understand what it's like to lose a child, but I also know what it's like to regret prolonging their suffering for your own selfish mourning.
It's not selfish. I'm trying to save her.
I understand. That's what I thought as well. I thought that what I was doing was helpful. But you have to understand how they feel in the situation, because you're blinded by your love for them, but you're not showing it the way you think you are. Now, I don't expect you to respect anything I have to say, and I wouldn't expect you to believe that I respect you at all, but what I can tell you is that the one person here who you don't want to scorn or get rid of is your child. You have your differences, and it's a bit extreme in our line of work, I have to say, differences, but there's still time for you to fix what you're doing.
Fix what I'm doing? Tell me, what would you have me do exactly, knowing that my daughter is out there in Chicago, a bug queen, and I have the technology to stop it, to reverse it, to make her something, anything other than what she is?
Put her to rest.
Is that the advice that you decided to go by when you were unable to save your daughter?
No. And that's how I know how terrible it is. My daughter lived out her days being poked and prodded and tested upon, having blood drawn, sleepless, painful nights. I didn't let her go, much like you're not letting your child go.
Well, the difference would be that my technology would actually work, wouldn't it?
He leans out and, like, moves his ear, and he says, "My technology did work, Schweinhunds. Just not in the way I expected. Much like yours. I understand. I do. I really do. It's one of the only things we have in common. Oh, ow. But...
Then you know what it's like.
I do, but I also know what it's like to fail.
I haven't failed yet.
What it's like to see them.
I haven't failed yet. You don't know. I know that you and you know what it's like, how far you'll go for your children, you would do anything. And if you can, why would I stop it?
Because we're suffering for what we've done. And they suffered for what we did.
Copper, you brought Voltar back from the brink. You saved her life. You gave her a new body. It worked, but you're still losing her. You can't make any guarantees.
I'd rather lose my child of their own volition and insubordination and know that they're alive than allow them to suffer and die and be that thing.
Is that how you feel? When you put a bounty on your child's head? You'd rather them do anything but die, but you've just condemned her to that exact fate. You're blinded. And you'll regret it.
You don't know what it's like to work for Ares, do you? Insubordination is not looked upon kindly. I can't allow this I can't allow this to go unanswered. I would prefer she not be killed for it.
Sure.
But I do have to... According to Ares tradition.
I guess you have a choice to make, Mr. Colton. Are you a company man? Or are you a family man?
I'm both.
No, Copper, this is not something you can choose. You can't choose the middle option in this situation. You see what's happening. So, I will reiterate, would you rather be a good corporate Ares boy, or would you rather be a father?
You can all go ahead and give me a what's that roll?
Negotiation?
Yeah, negotiation, please.
Is that just straight charisma if I don't have it?
Correct. Yes, and you can all roll like who wants to take the. I think Fritz should take the lead on this since he's the one that's really like kind of giving that question.
Should I?
Do you even have negotiation as a skill?
I have negotiation.
I have 2 charisma.
But you don't have negotiation as a skill, right?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh, then you can't do that. So it would have to.
I do. Now
Deliverance,
I have
can you like give a
quality of? Yep, I have the quality of honest face. It's +2 die to contests. Does that apply here?
I mean, you're not necessarily lying to him. I think.
Fair enough. And do my modifiers also apply?
Which modifiers? Like your wound modifiers?
My wound modifiers.
Yeah, because you're all like it's like tired and like you're just
okay.
you're not necessarily thinking as straight as you normally would.
If I can real quick just jump back and heal myself.
Yeah, I would imagine you guys would have done.
Do a heal first.
Sure,
Okay, I'll make it quick. Yeah.
Would I roll my charisma when she's rolling the main negotiation?
Yeah, so the way that would work is so I would like Deliverance to kind of give like the final question, I guess. So that she's the one that's leading it. And then Fritz and Voltar, you can both roll, and any successes you get would be extra dice that she can get up to her skill in negotiation.
Well, I mean, I was only reiterating her question, so it kind of was. It's still her question.
Nothing bad will happen if you don't roll any successes. It's just to give her additional dice.
Okay. Charisma plus charisma, or just straight?
Just charisma. If you don't have negotiation, just charisma.
Okay. I have intimidation.
Okay, you got one. You had 1 die.
And you know what, Copper? I'm not going to use edge because I don't give a fuck.
Harsh.
All right. 3.
Can I ask what Voltar says? Is that can we play that out?
I mean, you kind of already spoke for her because it was like, are you a family man or a businessman? And it was basically just going to be, do you see me as a child or as a weapon?
We all had the exact same question. And this
Yeah.
motherfucker still can't fucking see it because he's a fucking...
So 3 extra. Well, Copper, you can call off your goons. And keep your daughter. Or you can persist and lose her forever.
As like a C, like a director, so I'm sure I'm rolling it nice.
I'm sure, yeah.
This is so stupid. Edging.
Edge it.
Yeah, this is pretty penultimate, so you should...
This is it. This is...
Yeah. I don't.
You had 6?
I mean,
At 6.
You start hearing a quavering in his voice, and he goes, oh no, that's 2. He will say, I have to admit that I am impressed with your team for getting this far. Voltar, I didn't realize that my ambitions were well. This is he doesn't really typically show emotions. Ares is very military, right? So he stops himself and says, what I'm trying to suggest is I don't know how I will possibly live with myself if I know that I could save my daughter, but now I don't know if I can live with myself knowing that I have failed the daughter I've saved. Voltar, we can... Victor. There's a chance, you know that, right? For us to be a family again. A real family. Something resembling a family. If we do this, we're leaving Victoria to just rot and die, or no, not even die, just continue to grow and fester. And
I understand. I believed she was dead anyway when I was conscious. I didn't even know I had a sibling till much later in my repurposed form. We both miss her. Occasionally, I miss her. I don't remember her as well as you do. She is not what you think she would be. I don't know much about bug spirits or queens, but I know what I saw back there. I get flashes occasionally. She would be more monstrous and vile than any human on this earth. You gave me a life, and I want to live it the way I see. I do not want a company or one person to control me. And the Baltar will adjust her leather jacket and rip off the Ares patch on her shoulder and throw it on the ground. You are still my father, and I love you for that. But I want to live the way I want to, even if that means I'm on the run from a company that I've worked for, that I've cherished for half my life. I am okay with it, because these two are my family. Ever since I teamed up with them and saw their struggles, and saw how much they lived.
The moment hangs in the air, and Copper responds with, I was wrong to assert this level of control over you. You deserved a different kind of happiness. And you still deserve it. Go. I want these two, if these two can promise that you will keep her safe, I'll just have to live with... I'll have to live with myself for that. But at least I know that you'll be free. It won't be easy out on the streets, although I suspect you already are accustomed to it.
I'm okay with it. I will find my way.
She won't be on the streets.
A helicopter is approaching Ares' headquarters. You see it in the distance, and you know it's yours. You already start getting a deliverance. You get a communication. No, just a text that says incoming. And Copper says, I love you, Voltar. Victor. I don't know what name you want, but it's up to you now.
It is nice to hear you call me by my real name. But I am Walter. Victor will always be my real name. But as like my companions out on these streets, I need a fake name. I love you.
You need to go. Security is coming.
Yeah, Walter will pivot and turn to her companions and start to walk out, up to the elevator or wherever the helicopter we said we would be.
It's supposed to go to a helipad.
Yeah.
So you'd have to make your way there. I'm going to spend a plot point.
Go for it.
And behind this vault door, we realize that this entire conversation that Copper's been having, he has been stifling tears. Like, he just looks like he's just like keeping it together. Like, his voice is just perfectly even, but his face is just a total wreck and a mess. And he clicks off the microphone, wipes his face, looks out at the sky through the big hole that's been blasted along the wall, and he walks up to it, looks out at the sky and the clouds below him, and says, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid.
He gets a message on his comlink.
Mm-hmm.
And it's from Dead Mage Girl. Because that's the comlink that Fritz has to contact or like have access to.
Oh, Thistle?
Susan
Thistle, yeah. It's from Thistle.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, give yourself closure. And he's like, the bug nest can still be purged, and you can still close the book. And in German after it says, "Don't be stupid."
He's gonna heave a sigh, step back from that ledge, and he's going to we see him contacting Minerva Colton, or rather Minerva Vogel, with a message that we will not see.
You up?
Yeah.
you up.
So, with that, I think, why don't we go ahead and speed this up, right?
Yeah.
He will ensure that you have, well, unless, of course, up to you.
Not leaving him without fucking up Ares more.
Sorry, he's just. Sorry, I missed that. Ensure that we have what?
He's basically going to say, I've opened up access doors for you to.
The helipad.
Yeah. I assume that helicopter is yours.
There's still an orgy to deal with. Yeah. So, okay, I have an idea, but I'm sure that Trav wants to fuck some shit up before we get out of here.
Yeah, I guess, like, so wait, so is there a helipad on his level that he's opening access to?
Like, it's not too far. It's like on the...
It's probably
like
a couple floors.
up,
Yeah, a
couple floors up.
Yeah.
So Fritz will walk into the elevator, and lean against the wall, and look at them, and say, "This changes nothing for me.
The redemption of one man can't redeem an entire building."
I'm not going to be able to end an entire AAA corporation, but this is the only time we're ever going to be able to get into the headquarters, and Damian Knight's office is only a few floors upward.
Our ride won't stay here forever.
Take it if you need.
Oh, Fritz.
I can find a way out, but this is why I'm here. This, for so long I was staring into nothingness. I am only alive because of the mistakes that I have made, and I have lived with terrible agony for so long, doing nothing. Hitting my head against a wall. It's all I had was a wall. And now I can do something. I cannot leave this place without doing something. So if you need to take your ride, you do it. I need this.
Deliverance starts crying. And she says, "Fritz, I'm so sorry about your daughter. And I believe that wiping even a small part of this pustulant, festering boil of a corporation off of the earth is a noble act. but I think I have a chance to go back to them, and I can't stay here. I can't do it. And she looks at Voltar and she says, you can come with me. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but you can protect us and we can protect you.
I am done with Ares. I do not want to be in this building any longer than I have to. I understand your goal, Fritz, and I agree with you. And I would stay behind to help you and to help you escape. But as Deliverance had said, our ride will not be here for very long.
Yeah.
Damian Knight's office is well protected. Not to mention, he would have some escape means.
I don't expect him to be here.
I'm not talking about him, Fritz. I am talking about you when you need to leave. That is an option. I do want to see you again out of this building. But
Yes, that would be the perfect ending, wouldn't it?
I am going with Deliverance. I have to. Promise me this, though. If you decide to go balls to the walls, as most people say, do not destroy or burn my father's location. I do want him out.
Yeah.
The only thing else that I could give you would be painful but worth it. I could essentially remove part of my hand for your handprints.
That's not necessary, Volta. I've taken the coding from those fingerprints and can manipulate it into the system. It's a good thought, though, but you don't need to give me a hand.
Deliverance starts laughing and gives Fritz, like, haltingly at first, and if he allows it, we'll give him a big hug.
Yeah. He's like taken aback. Like it's one of those ones where his arms are kind of squeezed into it at first, and then he kind of gives you a pat, and he says, I understand how dangerous this is, and I don't want you to think that this is me giving up. This is... If it is the end, then it will have been an end trying to help people. And something that redeems me for what I've done. It's obviously in a perfect world, I'll be just fine. But
I understand. I truly understand. You're a noble man, Fritz.
It's not about nobility, Deliverance. This is for me.
I wish you luck then, Fritz.
Thank you. I'm happy that we could resolve things with your father without being violent towards him.
As am I. Thank you.
Deliverance, hold your family close. Yeah. I think there's one thing we've all learned here, that it's most important thing.
Yeah.
The elevator doors open to the floor with the helipad. It's a long, long hallway that has the sun just kind of beaming straight through it, with like sliding glass automatic doors at the end. The big H in a circle symbol on its glass.
Voltaire will go to step out first and then pause, and she'll turn and hug Fritz.
Okay, slightly more strong, slightly more
sorry.
squeezing.
I am not used to hugs.
Yeah. Oh, it's all right. I've been attacked by area security for the better part of a day, so it's I'm gonna feel it in the morning either way.
That like breaks Deliverance down when he says that. And she's just got like silent tears streaming down her face.
Goodbye, Fritz.
See you later, Volta.
And Voltaire will give him a tight, awkward smile because she's emotionless, and turn and start heading towards the helicopter.
Deliverance puts her hands on his shoulders and looks him in the eye and says, "No matter what you do, don't let them take you."
Wouldn't dream of it.
We've been studied enough.
Yeah.
Good luck. God bless you.
You as well.
She heads out to the helicopter.
And the elevator doors close, with Fritz behind them.
Archivist.
Yes, Thomas.
Sort of a spitballing question, but... And as the elevator starts to rise, he says, "Is it theoretically possible that human consciousness could be transferred into an AI form?"
And blackout. And with that, we end this session. And I'm not... Okay. Is this a conclusion?
It really does feel like it. It feels like
it feels like it to me. It feels like we don't have really any further to go.
Unless there's something... the only thing I can think of is if we explore Deliverance's past of what she's done and how, like, destroy whatever's keeping her from her family.
Honestly,
I think we just need an epilogue.
Yeah, I don't know.
Epilogue sounds good.
Yeah, no, this seems like this is the conclusion. For sure.
Yeah. I was, as soon as Copper came over to our side, I was like, "This is it. This is the end. This is it."
Yeah, Mr. and I don't know if I would say that this is. Yeah,
can
what?
I use the restroom? I've been folding my urine. Please go.
We'll be in discussion.
Please,
we'll be in discussion when. Yeah. So.
You know what? I think that was a perfect place to end this session. But maybe we have an epilogue next session. But it's not. It's over, but it's not over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hold on. I need some music here that's gonna like.
Yeah, this is maybe too upbeat for that moment. That was like that was insane. That was amazing, Trav. You are awesome. So good.
No, this is
don't discredit yourself. I'm not.
Yeah, no, I mean, everybody was just so...
Oh,
this was,
I'm just
yeah.
You know what? I like this. This is like good credits roll music.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just leave you in pensive thought. honestly, like, yeah. And the next episode will be the kind of glitchy DLC.
That's exactly it.
This feels like the end of this whole story, and then there's extra content eventually, right? But
there's like maybe a post-credit scene or like we'll get something or like
we gotta have an epilogue.
Yeah. We'll have something. We'll have something next session.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's I think we should definitely discuss and figure out what we want to do.
We will discuss.
We'll discuss, but honestly, like, that felt just mwah. It had just the right.
I didn't expect it, but it was perfect.
I love it. This is where I want to end it.
Yeah.
This is where I want to end this.
I agree.
Yeah.
What I missed.
This is where we want to end it.
This is the finale.
Like, we'll do a rap party and we'll talk about it. And
we need an epilogue too. We need to give. We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. And yeah, I don't. Oh man, this was so good.
What episode is this?
This is episode 27. Yeah.
27. We're only 3 episodes off of
30.
Of 30, like we did last.
We don't need to get.
No,
to 30.
we don't need to. But it's just kind of interesting how it all kind of. And what's crazy is we didn't expect this shit to just end right now. Like, I had a feeling like Ares HQ was pretty huge. I don't know if you could really follow up.
Yeah, we
and
were
like
discussing it behind the
unless
scenes
we
and
did go
like,
to Chicago.
Unless we did go to Chicago.
If you ended up going to Chicago, then we'd go to Chicago. But this just felt like that put the kibosh on it. And, you know, like, her sister's out there being a bug queen, but
I was to say the only thing that would be forcing the campaign to move forward is Voltar assisting her father of actually killing the bug spirit, of actually going out and putting their sister.
And I really feel like that's like an epilogue thing. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. That could be an epilogue.
Yeah.
Let's do an epilogue with Susan. Yeah. No. I honestly. I think what we should do now is we should thank our amazing audience for all of the support that you gave.
Holy shit!
Throughout all of our episodes. Yeah. And thank you to our. I mean, wow. It's weird how like. I'm simultaneously like verklempt of like what now, but at the same time I love it. Like this is where
it's very like bittersweet is not the term, but it's like it's very surprising. I don't think any of us thought that this was going to be our last session. We didn't know what was going to happen. Even going into this, Oz was like, "So I don't know what the fuck's going to happen." And I was like, it's going to be fun to see what improv comes up with either way.
So funny that this was the episode that Oz joked, like, welcome to the season finale, and then...
It happened to be. Dude, what are we going to do up until... Oh, man. The only thing that I can think of is...
that's so much better.
I know. Have like conclusions, have our epilogue, have our conclusions, and then have like... runs that they do on the side until winter, like our time winter.
Well, let's not give away too much to the studio audience.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's definitely up for discussion. And clearly we need the beach party episode.
Yes.
The OVA. But
you know, I have a couple ideas.
I think that these characters at the epilogue is like their ending. Like especially for Fritz, but like if we just like, because we did like a mid-season thing, but but basically all I'm going to contribute is that I think that absolutely like the epilogue should definitely be the end to these characters, and then whatever we decide to do from there is new.
Yeah. What did you want to say? What did you want to say, Scrim?
I just wanted to say thank you to the chat, and everybody who's stuck with us. Like, this character has been so so important to me, and it's been amazing to have you all with us. So thank you so much for everybody who's watching on YouTube later or in the chat right now. Amazing. It's been, So I know we have a little bit more to go, but I wanted to, as this was all of a sudden our season finale, I wanted to acknowledge that.
Yeah, the support, like throughout the entirety of both seasons. Yeah. But like just this season and just tonight, like the amount of support we receive on a daily basis, like monetary support is one thing, but like y'all motherfuckers just keep showing up.
Exactly.
Y'all motherfuckers just like we'll be off and our schedule will be wonky and gremlins will take over and all that, but y'all motherfuckers just keep showing up.
Yeah, that's what I was about to just say.
We're so far behind.
Not to mention like all the times where like for a month or so we had gremlins drive us out a computer, and even with that, like you guys helped them get that computer instantly.
Yeah. And that's huge for me.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of life altering for me.
So here's what we'll do. We'll I know we have like a lot of, thank yous and stuff that we can do, but I think we should do that. Yeah, we should do that for a rap party. And for now, I say we do our outros and sleep on. I don't know how we're gonna sleep.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen next?
I know.
Right?
I know.
I'm not.
So starting
insomnia.
So I'm gonna start all the way over there with Scrim.
Well, all right. Yeah, that's me. I'm Scrim. I would say I play Deliverance on Join the Anarchy, but I'm not sure that I do anymore. I don't have any other projects in the work. I'm looking forward to more stuff with Shadowcasters. After a week at Gen Con, which was amazing in a bazillion ways, I realized that I love this hobby as a hobby. And I don't think I'll ever go like whole hog, like the Shadowcasters leaders and you guys who stream all the time. But I love being part of this community, and I will continue to stream for all of your enjoyments. So yeah, who knows what'll happen. I fell in love with at least 5 new RPGs while at Gen Con, so I have about 1,000 ideas. So thanks. Thanks, Sarah. I'm sure I say your name wrong.
Yeah, there is no shortage of awesome RPGs and ideas for us to play. So yeah, we'll be around. Paige.
Hi. Hello. How's it going? I'm Paige. I'm a girl.
This is true.
I played Voltar on Join the Anarchy, obviously. I am not a robot, but I could be. You never know. But I as a robot lady dude, I draw for a living. I also do very, 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 very little voice acting, but I do that. But mainly, it's my artwork, because that's what I do for a living. So you can find me, I'm trying to type this really fast, at Instagram, Twitter, everything. I think my Twitter's actually on the screen somewhere.
Yep.
But you can go to my Instagram and you can look at my artwork and go, wow, she sucks, or wow, that's amazing, I want to buy it. You can also go through all of it and go, hey, she did Inktober? I want it. And then you can buy it. And you can message me, you can contact me. I have my art email that kind of accidentally turned out phallic because my birth year is 1996 and I put 96 in my email and I was like, oh great, if you could just switch that around, it could be 69 and it would be super awkward. But you can email me through that. I suggest you go through my Instagram, look at my stuff, and then contact me either on Instagram or Discord, because then I'll get it right away. Email's gonna take a lot longer. But that's me. That's Paige. I also do stuff here on ShadowcastersNetwork. I don't think I have anything on my schedule for right now, but I also do stuff on Original Box Set, which they are often shown here. I play a very awesome wizard on Shattered Isles. I love him. And then I also play a FBI agent on Friday nights on original box set, which I don't know when that's gonna happen. But
Soon.
Shattered Isles is coming up. Yeah, Shattered Isles is this Saturday at 5 p.m.
Eastern.
Yeah, Eastern Standard Time, and then you can watch me play a wizard who may or may not have a relationship with the captain on the ship, and he may or may not die because he's cursed.
Saucy.
Yeah.
All right.
That's me.
Oh, thanks for that donation. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention Grayson was the winner of the Stream Boss, and I noticed that. So Grayson, as well as I actually have I have a kind of a backlog. Coop and Cool TC. All three of you, I still have to get Stream Boss NPCs for you. So, say season 3.
Yeah.
Huh? I owe you. So yeah. Thank you, and also thank you, Cole, for that contribution, that donation. Thank you very much. All right, Trav.
What's up? I'm Trav. I'm not a digital artist, and I only voice act a little bit more than Paige does.
Yeah.
Other than that, I have a YouTube, a Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. All of those except Twitter are Mr. Travy Trav, as
Wait,
you
you
have
on
seen me
YouTube?
typing in. Yes, absolutely. I have 600 plus YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Please watch them. I've been doing YouTube since 2011.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I'm here. It's my only redeeming quality. But Twitter, you can see all my bad opinions and just talking about video games a lot at Travy Trav VA. It says voice actor, yet to prove it. I've been really lazy. My schedule has been kind of wacky. So voice acting and content creation has been sort of on the back burner while I try and get my life figured out. But until then, I stream sporadically. So sporadic that actually tonight, right after this stream, I'm going to be streaming over on twitch.tv/MrTravitrav if you want to come hang out. Because for me, it's only 10 p.m. So you should come hang out afterwards as well.
Yeah, we'll raid your channel. I already have it ready to go.
But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support, and legitimately, like, my entire computer, it was dead, and I couldn't do Join the Anarchy, I couldn't do any of my voice acting, I just didn't have anything. And then all of you guys funded me an entire new system so I could still do everything I love. And I know I'm real memey and stuff, but like, this was legitimately one of the best things anyone's ever done for me. So I just want to say thank you again for all of the support all over the place. You guys are amazing. And I may shit talk you, but that's only because I love you.
And thank you. And I am Oz. I am the game master, the oligarch of insanity here at Join the Anarchy. I also am the Twitch lead. The Twitch lead. I am the Twitch lead. Oh wow, I'm still doing it. The Twitch lead here. So I help develop all of the cool shows that we do in some fashion, some more than others, and yeah. So we're doing lots of really cool stuff on the network. We're gonna be doing some more changes / upgrades and stuff, but Join the Anarchy will definitely still be around, and we'll figure something out. Anyway, until then, the Sprawl.
You can't get rid of us.
You can't get rid of us. The Sprawl is another thing that I do. So I GM that on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's another cyberpunk tabletop RPG that's powered by the Apocalypse. Definitely go and check those out. And yeah, I'm also the voice of Ziggy the Troll on Radio Free Detroit, which is made by Palmer here in the chat. Reminding me that I am also the voice.
Who is reminding you?
Yeah. This weekend I'm actually going to be doing a GM prepisode for the Sprawl. That's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern this Saturday, and then the Saturday after that will be at 1 p.m. That's the show. Yeah. Aside from that, follow me on Twitter. And check out our new Discord. We got a new Discord for our Twitch shows, so we can discuss each show individually. Make sure you use spoiler tags, especially for this one.
Yeah, especially for spontaneous final finale episode.
Yeah.
Surprise! It's the end.
Surprise! It's
Yeah. Wow.
Can we literally put that on when this goes up on YouTube? Just surprise! This is the end.
Surprise finale! Bam!
Bam! I don't know. I kind of want to just let it sit.
Yeah,
Linger.
totally,
Yeah.
totally.
Right?
Yeah.
I should catch
Yeah,
people by
true.
surprise as much as it caught us by surprise. So yeah, for me, this is a huge thanks. When I started this show, kind of was it like 3 years ago now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4. It's going on 4.
I think it's going on 3.
Three.
It's going on 3.
Oh, it might be 4 for me.
I didn't think that this concept was just gonna like go for this long. It's weird because improvising your way through a long campaign like this, it's just like most people would be like, what are you doing? That's stupid, that's dumb. But like like so much cool stuff happens, not just because we're making it up here, but because we're also working with you in our chat to develop the stuff, and we just all play so well together and come up with just each season has been fantastic. This season was fantastic. I love that we just keep evolving and getting better and better. And it's because of all of you, and by all of you, not just chat, but also my fantastic cast, which I've known for like forever. And I'm so very, very happy to just keep going and bringing the story to its end. So thank you, everybody, and with that, I say have a fantastic night. And
Do you want to do the raffle?
We'll do that next episode.
Time.
I'll hold off.
The next.
Maybe next next season.
Next
I don't know.
season?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure
Don't
that
worry.
out. Yeah.
We got your suggestions down.
Yeah.
We got your
Gotcha.
suggestions down.
They're still
Saved
sitting
it.
there. But yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, we'll talk. We'll see you soon. Join us on that Discord so that we can gab and we can grieve and we'll see. Oh my god. All right.
Oh, and rats. I killed your mage.
Unceremoniously killed his mage.
It's so funny. I told him that in the chat. I was like, Eric has been waiting a month for his character to show up, and then he died within 2 rounds. And Eric was like, he was an asshole anyway.
Yeah. Fun
I just love
backstory.
how, like,
That character is actually a backup character that he was planning on using for his Shadowrun games that he's been playing. And I don't think he's ever actually had a chance to use. I think maybe he did like back in 3rd edition, but then like so that is his ultimate conclusion, blown to bits in Ares headquarters.
Love it.
nice. I love it because I was like, I want to kill him. I want to kill this mage, and then
Well, that's
like,
what he gets for being a sellout to Ares.
Yeah. So he gets
I
being
was like,
Right?
Yeah.
Immediately, he
What?
exploded.
A dick.
And and on that note, on the note of dicks, we
dicks.
Of course.
Our favorite note.
love you. Yes, love you very much. And we'll see you in 2 weeks at this, where we'll have a discussion episode.
Yeah.
And
Epilogue slash rap party.
tie some things up.
Right.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. And we're gonna hop over to Trav's channel.
Yeah.
So stick
Bye,
around.
everybody who's going to bed. But hello, everybody who's gonna fucking hang out with me, right?
Bye, everybody. Thank you. Love you. Good night.
Bye.